cover this time into a cross by Gulak. And Gulak, every step of the way, has had an answer, has had a counter for Cesaro, and Cesaro makes it to the ropes and forces the break. Much of what we've seen out of Gulak tonight, very reminiscent of his match against Daniel Bryan back in the Elimination Chamber, where he had a counter for everything Bryan did, and now Cesaro dumped over the top rope by Gulak, and Gulak suddenly has taken command. And this is one thing about Drew, he'll take the fight to the apron, big flying clothesline, and down goes Cesaro, and again you see Cesaro trying to get some life back into the injured right arm. Big right hand, and Gulak is stunned by Cesaro. But again, the right arm of Cesaro really hurting here. Now again, hanging Cesaro up on the top rope. And Gulak continues to focus on the arm of Cesaro as he clears Cesaro out on the other side of the ring. And Gulak is fired up here tonight as part of the WrestleMania kickoff show. What is Gulak going to do? Gulak now off the apron, caught by Cesaro, but Gulak turns it into an arm drag on the bad arm once again of Cesaro. And now Cesaro shoulder first into the steel steps. This has been a perfect game plan by Gulak so far here tonight. And again, into the steps on the other side. The impact to the shoulder of Cesaro. And now Gulak looking to climb up to the top rope. Cesaro in trouble. Gulak does not fly often. But caught with an uppercut. And that may cost Drew Gulak. Cesaro will literally fall into the cover, puts the leg down on Gulak, and a kick out at two. Turns it around. No cover, and Cesaro's got a kick out of that once again. Working on the injured arm of Cesaro. Submission move in effect here by Gulak. Cesaro, is he going to tap out, or can he make it to the bottom rope to force a break? Look at the position of Cesaro's arm. Cesaro now back to a vertical base. There's a well-placed knees to the chest in the midsection of Gulak. Sends him across the ring. Gulak rolls through. Shoulders down. Great move by Gulak. Cesaro's got a kick out at two. And Gulak now looking for the dragon sleeper to Gulak, but Cesaro able to counter with his power. And a big boot to the face, and Gulak right now has no idea where he is. And for Cesaro, perhaps an opportunity to put Gulak away. Looking for the neutralizer again. Not able to use the bad arm low. Gulak almost knocked the official over. And Cesaro with an uppercut. And now Cesaro looking to improvise. Gulak up on his shoulders. What's Cesaro going to do? Airplane spin by Cesaro. Gulak is down. Covered by Cesaro. Up for the leg. And Cesaro wins the first match of WrestleMania weekend.
Welcome to WWE WrestleMania 36 live reactions, night 1. Night 2 will be tomorrow night. Half the matches tonight, half tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in and watching. I'm your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cool Hand Luke 96. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Gridiron Ring, Gridiron 18, Cool Hand Luke 96. That's me, your host, Encyclopedia Sports, on social media. Links are in the description below. Chat questions and comments, always greatly appreciated as well. The thumbs up button, along with sharing on social media, hashtag WrestleMania, as WrestleMania 36 is now too big for just one night amid the coronavirus outbreak that has rocked the world to its core the past few weeks. Hopefully everyone is staying safe and will continue to stay safe over the next weeks and months. Once again, thanks for tuning in and watching WWE WrestleMania 36 live reactions play-by-play. 7 p.m. start time, about a half hour away. First match, though, on the kickoff show just got over with. It was Cesaro and Drew Gulak, the Swiss Superman, with the win. Daniel Bryan will challenge Sami Zayn later on tonight for the Intercontinental Championship as well. We'll get into that match along with the other matches momentarily, so stay tuned. As mentioned, share on social media, hashtag WrestleMania, as they are in Orlando, Florida at the WWE PC, the Performance Center, the training facility for the WWE. And WrestleMania, for the first time ever, will be 2 nights, too big for just 1 night now. Also, no fans in attendance. So everyone that will watch WrestleMania will either be watching on the WWE Network or on pay-per-view. Or, hopefully, you're tuning in and watching my live reactions play-by-play right here on YouTube. Subscribe to Gridiron Ring right here on YouTube. Hit that little red subscribe button. Share on social media once again. Hashtag WrestleMania. Tomorrow night, the kickoff show will in fact be, the kickoff show match, I should say, will in fact be Liv Morgan and Natalya, as they announced earlier this afternoon on WWE's The Bump, 2 kickoff show matches, Cesaro and Drew Gulak. That was tonight. That'll lead into the Intercontinental Championship match with Sami Zayn defending against Daniel Bryan, DB, trying to recapture the IC Championship for the first time in 5 years, won it in a ladder match at WrestleMania 31 in Santa Clara at Levi's Stadium. However, tomorrow night, half the matches that don't take place obviously tonight will take place tomorrow. So Drew Gulak, Cesaro, that just finished up. Cesaro with the win as mentioned, and then tomorrow night, Liv Morgan, Natalya. Also tonight though, Goldberg will defend his new blue Universal Championship against the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman, after Roman Reigns pulled out of WrestleMania. Firefly Funhouse match, that'll be tomorrow night, as tonight the Boneyard match with the Undertaker and AJ Styles will be this evening. Last Man Standing, Edge and Randy Orton, that should also be tomorrow night, because also tonight, as mentioned, we have Goldberg and Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. That should be the main event, as we should see the Monster capture his first Universal Championship in the WWE. Actually, just held the Intercontinental Championship, dropped it at Elimination Chamber to Sami Zayn in that 3-on-1 handicap match that I saw in person. Videos from recent professional wrestling events right here on Gridiron Ring's YouTube channel as well, so be sure to go check those out. Strowman dropped the title, Sami Zayn won, Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura along with Drew Gulak in the mix. Shinsuke basically non-existent right now in the WWE. Cesaro, Gulak just happened. Later tonight, Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn as mentioned. But with Reigns pulling out, insert Braun Strowman as they continue to promote matches for WrestleMania 36. The second half, that'll take place now tomorrow night. I'll get into those this evening and tomorrow as well, so be sure to tune in for more live reactions play-by-play of WWE WrestleMania 36 tomorrow night as well at this time. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe as mentioned on social media. Undertaker-Aj Styles Boneyard match. Kevin Owens, the prize fighter himself, Mr. KO, will take on the Monday Night Messiah, Seth frickin' Rollins. I would assume whoever wins this will be inserted into the #1 contendership spot for the WWE Championship on Monday Night Raw after the Chosen One, Drew McIntyre, defeats Brock Lesnar tomorrow night at WrestleMania 36 for the WWE Championship, as hopefully his broken dreams will in fact come true. However, if if Kevin Owens wins, Rollins will then get inserted into a feud with one of his disciples in Buddy Murphy, as Murphy, I do believe, will eventually turn. AOP, the Authors of Pain, alongside Rollins and Murphy as well, currently on the shelf with injuries once again. So either or, if Rollins wins, as we take a look into King Corbin and Elias last week on Smackdown. Corbin threw Elias off the top of the pod there in the WWE Performance Center, the overlook in the corner, and his status is unknown at this time. However, whoever Corbin faces, whether it be Elias or somebody else from Friday Night SmackDown, King Corbin, unfortunately, after defeating and ending Kurt Angle last year at WrestleMania 35, will in fact lose this year at WrestleMania 36 in front of no fans in the WWE Performance Center. But with Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, whoever wins that, if it's Owens, have Owens, McIntyre moving forward. However, with uncertain times right now, who knows what in fact will happen moving forward. Excuse me. So, as Corbin gets interviewed backstage by Caleb Braxton, hashtag WrestleMania once again, as obviously WrestleMania has been taped for about a week or so now. So everyone is at home, hopefully staying safe as mentioned earlier. But then the WWE will, as of now, come back in next week sometime to film more WWE Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, along with NXT for the next few weeks or so. And Corbin turning into a musician now, playing the harmonica backstage in his interview with Caleb Braxton, putting some comedy into it. So Corbin Elias will be this evening, but however, Corbin, regardless of who he faces, whether it be Elias or someone else from SmackDown, as mentioned, Corbin, I do believe, will unfortunately lose, as we're about 15 minutes away now from the top of the hour for WrestleMania 36. But Owens, hopefully put him up against McIntyre. Rollins, hopefully put him up against McIntyre as well. Because really, on the Monday Night Raw side of things, WWE Championship, there's not really anyone that sticks out other than Edge and Randy Orton as well. That could go up against Drew McIntyre. You have AJ Styles, but depending on what happens with his Boneyard match and the Undertaker later on tonight, only time will tell for that. But as mentioned, with uncertain times, who honestly knows what's going to happen? But hopefully everyone is staying safe with the coronavirus here in 2020. Also at WrestleMania 36 this evening, Becky Lynch will defend her Raw Women's Championship against the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler. Miz is out. It'll now be, instead of a triple threat tag team ladder match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, it'll now just be a triple threat ladder match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. One member from each tag team in the ladder match. It'll be John Morrison of Miz and Morrison, hey hey, ho ho, against Kofi Kingston of the New Day and Jimmy Uso of the Usos, as Miz is no longer on the WrestleMania 36 card. Same thing goes for Andrade, as he's battling injury. Insert Austin Theory to tag with Angel Garza on the Raw side of things for the Raw Tag Team Championships, as the Street Profits will defend against Theory and Garza. With Andrade out, he was already inserted into the Raw Tag Team Championship match. We do not have a United States Championship match this year at WrestleMania 36, as Rey Mysterio and Humberto Carrero are also out at this moment. After thinking for a while we would get a Fatal 4-Way this weekend for the U.S. Championship. But tomorrow night, it'll be Street Profits versus Austin Theory and Angel Garza with Zelina Vega for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Also tomorrow night, Aleister Black and Bobby Lashley in singles competition. Raw Women's Championship being featured on the kickoff show with Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler. The NXT Women's Championship will be defended for the first time ever at WrestleMania this year, as well. Actually, the first ever NXT Championship as a whole being defended at WrestleMania this year Rhea Ripley defending against the Women's Royal Rumble winner in Charlotte Flair. Also, SmackDown Women's Championship, Bayley defending against Lacey Evans, Naomi, Tamina, and the favorite, Sasha Banks. So tonight at WrestleMania 36, as it's too big for just one night, as mentioned, they are in Orlando at the WWE Performance Center. It was supposed to take place about an hour or so west in the Sunshine State at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, Tom Brady's new home with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. However, with coronavirus, moved to Orlando, no fans. A former teammate, I should say, of Brady's in New England, with the tight end room, Rob Gronkowski will host WrestleMania this year. Goldberg, Braun Strowman, Undertaker-Aj Styles, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, Daniel Bryan, Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler, Morrison, Kofi, and Jimmy Uso, along with King Corbin and Elias. Those matches are this evening. Tomorrow night, Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, John Cena and The Fiend Bray Wyatt in a Firefly Funhouse match. Edge, Randy Orton, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Bayley in that Fatal 5-Way along with Street Profits, Austin Theory and Angel Garza, Liv Morgan, Natalya as mentioned, Dolph Ziggler and Otis along with Aleister Black and Bobby Lashley. A match that was added after I recorded my predictions, Kabuki Warriors, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. That'll also be this evening for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. So, WrestleMania 36 should be an interesting show. The first of its kind, history being made with no fans in attendance, as mentioned. Gronk hosting the show of shows, the showcase of the Immortals on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. So, it'll be interesting to see what does in fact happen, as they, for sure, yes, can finish up some storylines, and then beginning next week, start some new ones, as it'll be a fresh start with the WWE New Year right around the corner. But I do have a feeling that this weekend for WrestleMania, night 1 tonight, night 2 tomorrow, of course, will not disappoint as usual. It will be a good show, I do believe, one way or another. Yeah, probably we're gonna have some things that, of course, could have went a different way, or could have been better, as everything can be. But with everything going on, it's understandable, and I mean, the broadcast should be pretty damn good, because they've had this done for about a week or so, as mentioned, as this is pre-taped, first ever WrestleMania that's pre-taped and then airing at a later date this weekend, especially in front of no fans. So no one, honestly, other than everybody that competed or people backstage, no one honestly knows what the hell's going to happen. Other than, obviously, yes, a few clear winners in championship matches and just regular singles competition. As we go back to WWE Backstage this past week, as everyone is on conference call now. But should be an interesting show tonight and tomorrow night. So once again, thank you for tuning in and watching. Like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Chat questions and comments always get appreciated as well. Hit the thumbs up button if you're enjoying. Share on social media as well. Hashtag WrestleMania. We'll get the action kick-started here very, very shortly, as it seems like Michael Cole will, along with Tom Phillips and Byron Saxton, I would think, be the only announcers on the call, and then we'll get Kayla Braxton, maybe even Sarah Schreiber, with some interviews backstage. Yes, we'll get our video package as we normally would see, and then all the matches that are supposed to take place. They could swerve us, have a surprise at the end of either tonight or tomorrow night. Yes, right now I highly doubt it though, as that very well could have and probably would have already leaked on the internet if so. But hey, you never know what will happen in the WWE, especially for WrestleMania 36, as it is the showcase of the Immortals. WrestleMania 36, the grandest stage of them all. Brady's former teammate and Rob Gronkowski will host, and that should be interesting to say the least, as the party will get started now in less than 10 minutes. Hashtag WrestleMania. Mojo Rawley will be involved one way or another with that as well. We could see R-Truth in 24/7 Championship. Highly doubt it though, as Truth, from just online at least, has been at home quarantining, in quarantine with everyone else across the world right now, as it seems like everything has been shut down, or if not, is about ready to be shut down, as new rules and laws are being passed day after day. It's something new every day right now with all this coronavirus. So as mentioned, hopefully everyone's staying safe in this very odd time in 2020 across the world. So so far tonight, just Cesaro and Drew Gulak, as that was the kickoff show match, and it'll be interesting to see what match will in fact kick off the show as well. Maybe even Owens Rollins, go back to that. I mean, Daniel Bryan winning the Intercontinental Championship to kick off WrestleMania against Sami Zayn. Maybe even Becky driving her tractor trailer to the PC once again for the third time in the past month to take on Shayna Baszler, and then have Baszler capture the Raw Women's Championship after she won Elimination Chamber. But should be interesting. WWE, they probably have something up their sleeve that, you know, we don't know about, but I honestly don't know what to think or expect, as it's just so uncertain right now with everything going on. And there's Brock Lesnar. Must be Monday. Stone Cold. Austin 316 a few weeks back. But we'll get the show started here coming up very shortly. So once again, thanks for tuning in and watching.
Down the moment as we barrel toward WrestleMania here on the WrestleMania Kickoff Show, which is delivered by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. pizza, Papa John's. Order now on the app or at papajohns.com. And I'll tell you what, I'm excited for this one too.
Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, as the road to WrestleMania will come to an end here beginning this evening. Intercontinental Championship also on the line. Sami Zayn defending against Daniel Bryan. Miz is out, as mentioned, yes. Just Morrison, just John Morrison against Kofi Kingston, the New Day, and Jimmy Uso, the Usos. Honestly, don't know who's going to win that. Strowman's going to beat Goldberg. He should, at least, for the Universal Championship. And then also Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler for the Raw Women's Championship this evening as well, along with Corbin and Elias. Kabuki Warriors, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. And Undertaker and AJ Styles. That's a boneyard match. What the hell's a boneyard match? I honestly don't know. We'll find out here tonight. Seems like Elias is going to be good to go. Boneyard match, Taker, AJ Styles. The real Tiger King, Mark Calloway, the Undertaker.
The Undertaker goes one-on-one with the phenomenal AJ Styles in a boneyard match. I gotta ask you, I mean, we literally have heard confusion between Undertaker and AJ Styles themselves. Corey, what are we getting from a boneyard match? I have no idea.
I would think the boneyard match, along with a Firefly Funhouse match tomorrow night with Cena and The Fiend, are going to be matches unlike we've ever seen before. But depending on the way they present it,
This is the Undertaker. This is WrestleMania. AJ Styles does not stand a chance.
will determine if, in fact, in the future we'll ever see those again. Firefly Funhouse match is going to take place inside the Funhouse, I would think. But and then along with the puppets, the Vince McMahon Ramblin' Rabbit that died once again, Mercy the Buzzard, Abigail as well. Last night what they did on Smackdown, closed out Smackdown, that was good. Cena cutting a promo, Fiend shows up in the corner, and then Bray standing behind him at the same time, letting in. And then they cut. Gonna be different though. As mentioned, with everything going on, I honestly don't know what to expect here tonight, or even moving forward with upcoming events. So too big for just one night. WrestleMania 36, hashtag WrestleMania when you share on social media. Chat questions and comments, always greatly appreciated, as they'll close out the WWE kickoff show. Welcome to WrestleMania 36, live reactions, play-by-play. I'm your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cool Hand Luke 96. Like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Thumbs up button, share, hashtag WrestleMania. Chat questions and comments, as mentioned, always greatly appreciated. Too big for just one night. Night 1 tonight, night 2 tomorrow. Be sure to tune back in tomorrow night as well. WrestleMania 36, live reactions, play-by-play. Tonight, Goldberg defending against Braun Strowman. Universal Championship will, in fact, be on the line. Also, in a boneyard match, The Undertaker and AJ Styles. It'll be Phenom versus Phenomenal One. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins. Sami Zayn defending his Intercontinental Championship that he just won in Elimination Chamber against Daniel Bryan as well, along with Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler in the Raw Women's Championship match. John Morrison, Kofi Kingston, and Jimmy Uso in a triple threat ladder match for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships as well. As we get the warning before Rob Gronkowski hosts the showcase of the Immortals, WrestleMania 36. Then, now, WWE. Forever, King Corbin, Elias, along with Kabuki Warriors, and Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. This is WrestleMania 36 live reactions. Thank you for tuning in. Stephanie McMahon will kick things off. WWE WrestleMania presents Mania this time every year, end of March, early April. Most unique, most different of all WrestleMania of all time. Closed set, no audience in Orlando at the WWE Performance Center. So the show goes on. Vince wasn't going to let no virus stop WrestleMania this year. So WWE about ready to entertain all of us watching at home for WrestleMania 36. We'll see if we get any technical difficulties on my end. As now it seems like we'll get a WrestleMania opening video package. And now, as usual, we'll get America the Beautiful from Aretha Franklin from WrestleMania in the 1980s, 1990s. So actually they're gonna do America the Beautiful by everybody who's ever sang it before. Aretha Franklin, John Legend, Boys to Men. Ray Charles as well. So the show goes on. WrestleMania 36. There's Lower Richard. Al Black from WrestleMania 31. The heist of the century with Rollins cashing in the main event of WrestleMania. 36 years and counting for WrestleMania. WrestleMania 20 in NYC at the Garden. Now back to Aretha Franklin. Will it? America the Beautiful. Shout out to everyone on the front lines for coronavirus, COVID-19. Pirate theme for WrestleMania 36 this year. Now, in fact, the opening video package for WrestleMania 36. Seth Rollins, Monday Night Messiah. There's the man, Becky Lynch, along with Chosen One, Drew McIntyre. Kofi Mania last year, New Day, and they do in fact have Johnny Depp on the voiceover. Sounds like Johnny Depp at least. Is Captain Jack Sparrow gonna show up? Ahoy, matey. The Fiend, there's John Cena. Now we, at the darkest hour. As with WrestleMania cut now into 2 nights, I would think about a 3.5, 4 hour show this evening along with tomorrow night as well.
Not buying it. Directly in the eye. Come on, we can do better than that.
There's Morrison. So they get Jack Sparrow into the mix. There's some coins with the WrestleMania logo on them. Edge, the Rated R Superstar, is back. Returned to the Royal Rumble. That's where we started the road to WrestleMania. Now we'll culminate everything this weekend on WrestleMania 36. So now we have some green screens with images behind some certain superstars. There's Becky. Roman leading the ship, but pulling out of WrestleMania. So I would think after this weekend, Drew McIntyre and Braun Strowman will be co-captains of the WWE, winning their first main event championships in the WWE. There's Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan. Pirate theme because they were supposed to be in Tampa. Raymond James Stadium, home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers, the Buccos, Pirates, pirate theme, Pirates of the Caribbean. Still moving forward with it, even though in Orlando at the PC in front of no fans. Usos, King Corbin, Kevin Owens, there's Aleister Black. Let me in, says the Fiend. The dead man himself, the Undertaker, in a boneyard match. Alright, a little AC/DC for those about to rock. And yes, we do salute you. Shout out, as mentioned, to everyone on the front lines for COVID-19. Tonight, WrestleMania 36. Whew, I got chills. I don't think we're going to get any pyro. You never know. It is WrestleMania. Goldberg returning once again. He's your Universal Champion. Defeated the Fiend at Super Showdown. McIntyre winning the Royal Rumble. Challenging Lesnar. He'll be WWE Champion this time tomorrow night. WrestleMania 36 video package for sure, getting you pumped up. Edge, Orton, Last Man Standing, that'll be tomorrow night. There's the big dog, Roman Reigns. The grandest stage of them all. The showcase of the immortals, the show of shows, WrestleMania 36, as they have finally hit land. And now WrestleMania 36 from the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. How much, though, would have been different after this weekend if they still would have been in Tampa in front of fans? Welcome to WrestleMania, Gronkmania, the host of this year's WrestleMania, Rob Gronkowski. Night 1 of WrestleMania. Too big for just one night. Wonder if he's reading off the teleprompter.
Too big for just one night. We need 2 nights for this action-packed, title-stacked beast, and we need your boy, Brock, to host it.
What match is going to kick off the show?
The right man for the job, because I know how to start a party on a Saturday night and end it.
Saturday night's all right for fighting. We're going to get a little action in the night of WrestleMania 36, Night 1.
Everything going on in the world right now, and let WWE entertain you for the next 2 incredible nights. But right now,
2 nights of WrestleMania.
Joe Rowley to join me.
Okay, Mojo Rawley co-hosting WrestleMania alongside Gronk now. Get hype. Stay hype. Stay safe, everyone. Gronk with some chops to Mojo. High stakes, no breaks. Welcome to WrestleMania. We're going to get Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, along with Kabuki Warriors, kicking things off for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Greg Hamilton, your ring announcer. And it looks like Michael Cole and Jerry the King Lawler will be on commentary. Joe Exotic, your official. And Gronk and Mojo look on. Hashtag WrestleMania. I think we're going to get new women's tag team champions. Alexa Bliss. Actually, it's going to be Michael Cole and JBL, John Bradshaw Layfield, on the call for WrestleMania. So they bring in JBL. He hasn't called WrestleMania in a few years. But with times, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Kabuki Warriors. No offense to JBL by any means. Damn. Kabuki Warriors, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross. They need to do something with the women's tag team titles. They introduced these last year at WrestleMania. Iconics won in a fatal 4-way. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross won them right before SummerSlam. I actually have a video of that. Now that I remember, be sure to go check that out along with other wrestling videos. Share it on social media, thumbs up button. But then the Kabuki Warriors get a hold of them. Kairi Sane gets injured. They're still champs, but next 15 or so minutes, I don't think they will be. I think Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross will, in fact, recapture these titles. So, we'll see what happens. An interesting match, as they have the big WrestleMania sign behind the announce desk. That's off to the side, as the hard cameras facing towards the ring and the entrance, not on the side as it would be. So, past few weeks and now tonight even, a couple different looks, but the action will in fact continue. We're still going to get all these matches, and hopefully Mania this year doesn't disappoint, even though with disappointment, of course, not being there, or Mania just being totally different this year as to in years past. But bell rings, match underway. As mentioned, Joe Exotic, the Tiger King, your official referee, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka. As Asuka actually makes a tag, so it's going to be Alexa Bliss and Kairi Sane now to start things off in this women's tag team championship match. But interesting bout to kick things off, to say the least. But hey, there's no fans in attendance. They can put these matches in any which order they choose. So, Alexa with a slap right across the face of Kairi Sane. And we'll see what happens. Should be an interesting weekend. Alexa playing with her hair. Alexa going over to Asuka. Asuka needs to be on commentary. Asuka needs to be on commentary. Nikki Cross tagged in. Drop kick to Kairi Sane, cover 1. And Joe Exotic says only 1. Kabuki Warriors now in control. NXT TakeOver Tampa was in fact supposed to be at night. TakeOver matches though taking place over on NXT over the next few weeks, beginning actually this past Wednesday with Keith Lee retaining against Dijak and Priest. Alexa Bliss tags in. Asuka doesn't see it. So Michael Cole, JBL on commentary. This is old school Smackdown. Alexa with a big drop kick, sending Kairi out ringside. Production crew going to be low on numbers for sure. You can't have more than 10 people in a area. Social distancing, stay 6 feet apart from one another. Even though Nikki Cross off the ring apron with a crossbody to Kairi Sane ringside. Hall of Fame will, from what I've heard, be SummerSlam weekend. Probably that Saturday night. They'll have Smackdown at the Garden. Alexa with a cover. Kick out at 2 by Asuka. They'll have Smackdown in Boston that Friday night. Probably the Hall of Fame ceremony that Saturday, and then SummerSlam Sunday with Rob Gronkowski potentially in action against Mojo Rawley. As I think they'll drag that out all summer long, but they have time to kill. The one thing I'm getting sick and tired of, but okay, maybe I haven't seen it in quite a while or whatever the case may be, the throwback matches on Raw and SmackDown every week just to fill time. I get it, they got to do what they got to do, but it's getting a little irritating. Alexa with a drop kick as well. So now the action ringside. There's green shirt guy. He somehow made his way in. No, he's not there. There's no one in attendance. Only certain personnel allowed. What they should have done was just no barricade. Just let them fight throughout the whole entire PC. But I still get it. You know, they got to make it look like it's a normal show, even though there's no fans there. But some of these superstars have come from backgrounds like this. They're wrestling in front of 10, 15, 50 people on any given night. Clearfield Carnage or IWC or, well, Clearfield Carnage is IWC, I take that back. Or PWG or any of these small companies that are wrestling weekend after weekend, night in and night out with very few fans in attendance. But that's when you really get to see how good these up-and-coming superstars are in fact. So Kabuki Warriors in control of Nikki. Yeah, so Hall of Fame should be because Batista was going to be inducted along with the NWO, and Bella Twins, Total Bellas just came back on the other night. There's somebody else I thought. As the Hall of Fame was supposed to be on Thursday night, and then Smackdown still last night, Takeover night, WrestleMania tomorrow, and then followed by Raw after Mania. But with everything going on, WrestleMania now too big for this one night, tonight and tomorrow. So yeah, Hall of Fame will be, from what I've heard, at least SummerSlam weekend. Alexa tags in, clothesline. Couple right hands, now drop kick as well to Kairi Sane.
It's important to be able to close in matches like this. Sane able to get out to the apron, but Liz caught her with a forearm, and now.
So Asuka comes over. You can hear the ref clear as day. And Kairi with a stomp right on the face of Alexa Bliss in the corner. Cover 1, 2, and Alexa kicks out somehow. How the hell did Alexa Bliss kick out, says Michael Cole.
Watch this impact.
Barely connected. You see the replay.
Yeah, but just barely.
Yeah, just barely, says Cole now.
Trying to fight out of the corner. Doing everything she can to stay alive. Sliding forearm by Sane. Cover again.
I could honestly care less who wins this. I could, but they need to do something with the damn titles.
Beginning to understand how tough Alexa Bliss is.
Tag made. Asuka legal once again. Asuka with some good vibrations to Alexa. Kairi pulling the hair of Alexa Bliss.
In your opponent's head, Movement Warriors are control this match.
Nikki trying to get the crowd involved with some slow claps. Not working at all. Do not pull her hair, says Joe Exotic.
Alexa and help. Great position. This is a perfect tag team match now.
Neck breaker by Kairi on the ropes. Here comes Nikki.
Bliss up on the second rope. Again, perfect tag team style. Here comes Asuka.
Asuka with her rear view on Alexa. Now going to go for a running bulldog. That misses. Asuka with a knee right to the face. Cover 1, 2, kick out by Alexa Bliss. Wonder how her pig's doing. Let's slow clap with Nikki Cross because there was no one there. Let's slow clap, yeah. Clothesline misses. Asuka went for a Judas effect. That misses as well. Kick to the side of the head of Alexa. Alexa's down and out. Asuka also down and out. Nikki stomping on the steel steps. Tag made. Asuka tags in Kairi. Alexa tags in Nikki. Nikki Cross in control.
Nikki realizes this is her moment at WrestleMania.
Running Bulldog connects on that. Nikki starting to take off her clothes. Now off the top rope, Nikki Cross, crossbody cover 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5 by Kairi Sane.
Nikki thought that she had Kairi Sane there, but Sane was able to get her shoulder up. Now Kairi just raked the eyes.
So,
again,
Asuka tagging in.
Kairi Sane raked the eyes.
Yep, let's clap with Asuka and Kairi Sane now as well.
And Kairi into the corner, launched out to the apron by Cross. Has Kairi Sane, but remember,
Asuka's legal. Nikki was going after Kairi, but Asuka's legal.
just like that, Asuka's back in control.
Asuka with some right hands.
Oh, for the win! Nikki for the win!
Nikki cover, 1, 2. Kairi with an elbow off the top rope.
Incredible! Right into the spine of Nikki.
Replay real quick, as they have this all ready to go. It's all edited, and hopefully everything's in order. Hopefully they don't have anything go wrong. Servers or whatnot, but Kairi off the top rope with an elbow to the back of Nikki Cross. So Nikki and Asuka legal. Alexa hasn't been seen here in quite a while. I would think she'll get in real quick and end up getting the pin. Asuka trying to make Nikki go to sleep. On paper, for the matches they're having tonight and then tomorrow night, tonight on paper a little bit better, I think, but we'll see how both nights go. Alexa off the top rope, taking out Nikki and Asuka, breaking up the submission. And then Kairi came in as well with a spear to Alexa, so now everyone's down and out.
As physical as they come. Remember, Nikki is legal. Asuka is legal. Nikki is all alone. Alexa still having problems recovering, not even in her corner.
Kairi tags in. Code breaker from Asuka to Nikki. Kairi gonna go off the top rope now with that pirate ship elbow.
Great move by Nikki Cross. Visible.
Here comes Asuka as well, as they're going to town on Nikki Cross. Asuka now has Nikki in a powerbomb position. Kairi off the top rope. Kairi takes her out on the powerbomb. Cover 1, 2, kick out of 2.5. Where's Alexa at once again?
There's a reason Kairi Sane is upset. They just can't put Nikki away. Let's take another look.
She's gone missing just like Carol Baskin's husband. Alexa knocked out ringside once again by Kairi as she reemerged. And Kairi almost speared Asuka. Asuka into the ring post. Here comes Alexa once again. Nikki gonna go for a crossroads. Tag made. Alexa legal. Alexa going off the top rope. Twisted Bliss right to the knees of Kairi Sane. 1, 2, 3. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, your new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. They defeat the Kabuki Warriors in the opening contest at WrestleMania 36. Ending could have been a little bit better, yeah. Twisted Bliss didn't fully connect it at the knees of Kairi Sane. Asuka wasn't in the pinfall, so maybe they still have high hopes for her moving forward. Maybe a challenger for Becky Lynch or Shayna Baszler on Raw. Could have a shake-up or a draft, though, so Asuka could go Smackdown. They could split these Kabuki Warriors up. Maybe they go back down to NXT or honestly don't know with everything going on as mentioned, but hopefully they'll do something finally with the women's tag team championships now, with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross once again as your champions. So Kyrie took the pin, and they're making it seem like they've never won these before. They won them on Monday Night Raw, Go Home for SummerSlam this past year. I have video proof of that right here on the channel, so be sure to go check that out because I was there. Now backstage, Caleb Braxton interviewing the Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn, along with Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro. This very well could have been a triple threat between the three here at WrestleMania, or even a ladder match with a few others, including Daniel Bryan, Corbin, Elias, even Jeff Hardy, Sheamus. But after Sammy defeated Strowman at Elimination Chamber, a little bit of a shock, to be honest with you, they went forward with Strowman not really doing anything. Potentially bring in Tyson Fury or Rob Gronkowski to face Strowman, but then Gronk host, no Fury after he defeated Deontay Wilder. Everything going on WrestleMania, moved to Orlando for PC, no fans. Better to save some stuff now for later, no doubt about it. But then Reigns pulling out, Strowman, nothing going on, inserted into Universal Championship match against Goldberg. Sami Zayn defends his Intercontinental Championship against Daniel Bryan. And with Bryan, I would think, recapturing this title as well for the first time in 5 years, as mentioned earlier, they need to do something with this championship as well, because when Shinsuke held it, they hardly did anything. Strowman, nothing. Sammy having it for about a month, they really haven't done a whole lot. So putting it back on Daniel Bryan, with him in the meantime as well trying to get Drew Gulak over after Gulak, even though he lost to Cesaro earlier on the kickoff show. High hopes for him as well moving forward. Daniel Bryan eventually will put him over, whether or not it's for the championship or not, beats me. But Daniel Bryan, a little bit later on, going up against Sami Zayn, the Intercontinental Championship here at WrestleMania. So Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, your new women's tag team champions once again. And a new WWE shop. Buy one shirt going for $1 tonight only. That's every night anymore. The new wrestling movie as well that has The Miz in it, along with a few other WWE superstars. And then you have the Big Show also on the Red streaming service. And it's called The Main Event. A kid wanting to become a WWE superstar. There's Shayna Baszler warming up now backstage. She won Elimination Chamber, became the #1 contender. Next we'll have King Corbin, and I would think Elias, but it could be somebody else. Corbin, unfortunately, is going to lose regardless. I think he will. He shouldn't, but I think he will. All hail King Corbin. Yeah, Gronk actually, now that Cole brings that up, announced this match for the show of shows. So Gronk could get involved with one another. We could have another Patriot Chief game, as Corbin has been happy the past few months after the Kansas City Chiefs won Super Bowl 54. Corbin last year defeated Angle, Kurt Angle. Made his debut at Mania 32 as well. Yeah, he won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. That was scratched this year due to the CDC ruling of not allowed to have more than 10 people in an area at once. The King has arrived at WrestleMania. Elias nowhere to be found, so it looks like Corbin's gonna have another opponent here tonight. And at that point, okay, Jeff Hardy, Sheamus, I mean, maybe it stays Elias. Maybe they have a returnee or somebody who's been injured on the shelf as of late. But if it's not Elias, which probably will still be, WWE stands for, we all know that, Walk with Elias. I would think either Jeff Hardy or Sheamus, but honestly, I don't know. Speculation on if Elias is going to compete, and then if not, is his replacement going to be?
That felt good to send Elias flying off that balcony. And what's going to feel even better is getting my second win at WrestleMania in a row. So
second win at Mania in a row, third all time.
That Elias is forced to forfeit.
Corbin demands Elias is forced to forfeit. So now he wants Joe Exotic to raise his hand and say he's the winner. And a guitar strum. Elias is in fact at WrestleMania. Last year, Elias was interrupted by the Doctor of Thugonomics, John Cena. So Corbin now rolling out of the ring, Elias walking down the ramp, guitar to the back, smashed to pieces. And that was a nice edit as Corbin had his Game of Thrones outfit on. Elias strums the guitar, starts walking down the ring, and then all of a sudden Corbin rolls out of the ring with any of that on. And now Elias in control, hitting him with the guitar, now rolling him into the ring. And we will in fact have this match now. It'll be King Corbin and Elias at WrestleMania 36. Elias, Corbin should win, but Elias is going to win. Ring the bell, says Joe Exotic. Match underway. Elias still in full control of the King. These two could have very well be inserted into the ladder match as well for the Intercontinental Championship if they would have done that. Obviously not, though. So we still just got to respect everything that's happening, that they're doing because of circumstances, which is understandable.
I like Elias playing the guitar. I think it's entertaining. A lot of other people do too. And here is Elias. Elias off the neckbreaker. Look at the leg, and Corbin kicks out again. What does Corbin need to do, John, to try to get back into this match?
Corbin just has to find some distance. He has to find a way to get distance to himself from Elias. Weather this emotional storm, because obviously Elias has been hit up on the ring, waiting to get
Elias with a chop.
Another chop by Elias, and then
Corbin throwing Elias out ringside.
to the floor, and this could be the opening that Corbin needs, an opportunity to regroup, grab his breath, and get back on the attack here. Corbin just has to count. You're exactly right.
Count him out, says Corbin.
I think the King right here will gladly take a count out victory.
The official now at a count of three. Elias trying to drag himself back into the ring.
4 baby tigers, says Joe Exotic, but Elias rolls back into the ring.
As we know, can be as ruthless as
Elias now into the ring post. Cover from Corbin. Kick out at 2.
One of the things that impressed me, the same thing impresses college coaches. Adam Doyle, one of the greatest college coaches of all time, who coached Baron Corbin, told me he was the meanest.
Okay, JBL references somebody that none of us have ever even heard of.
They're not interested in selling merchandise. They're not interested in appealing to the crowd.
Corbin with a right hand to the midsection. Now to the face.
Experts have said that they see a little bit of JBL in King Corbin.
Yeah, JBL and Corbin. I don't know about that. Maybe. I never thought of that. Corbin slides underneath the bottom rope in the corner as he normally does. Clothesline then on Elias. Cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Elias Sampson, the Drifter himself.
On this stage of WrestleMania, one of these superstars. WrestleMania is where you the showcase of the immortals. What you do on Monday Night Raw.
If Elias wins, they need to do something with him too, rather than have him go out every night and sing songs.
Careers are defined by WrestleMania.
Like, okay, they had him win the 24/7 championship, but nothing else. Like, he's right now at best Intercontinental champion of the United States, which I wouldn't mind, but WWE's eyes, he's nowhere near WWE Championship. Even though he is worthy, but Corbin, how maybe JPL's gonna get involved here. Corbin yelling at Cole and JBL ringside on commentary. Throwing Elias in the ring post once again. Elias has battled some injuries as well. Corbin staring down JBL.
Has this match exactly where he wants it. He had Elias
Covered 1, 2.
Kick out again with that right shoulder taped up and now the left shoulder's hurt.
What are you doing, says Corbin to Exotic. Count.
Corbin is so good, he's actually
Are we enjoying the view? Yeah, we were during the first match, but not right now, no. As they pan to Cole and JBL.
And we talked about it earlier, John. Corbin just had to withstand that emotional onslaught from Elias at the beginning of this match. Corbin's a three-time Golden Glove champion. He's used to having
Elias with a reversal. Corbin now sending the ring post.
play this time. Corbin shoulder into the post. Both men down. Critical moment in this match.
Both guys down.
Got to dig down deep. It's got to be incredibly difficult, John, to rally yourself without the WWE Universe here at ringside.
I mean, this match really is pointless. That's why I said earlier, throw both of them in the Intercontinental Championship ladder match, but we don't get that. So, more content with more matches due to circumstances, which is understandable. I get it. Gets everybody on the card because, especially you don't have the Battle Royal. Now, if they would have had the Battle Royal, we probably would have saw both these superstars in that match. Which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Elias rips his shirt off. Some kicks now to Corbin. You might want to watch it. Disqualified.
Kick right to the side of the face. Now Elias may have where he wants.
Crossroads from Elias. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out. And the match will continue. Does Elias have that WrestleMania themed
needs to do two things. Number one, he needs to not
Tape on his shoulder? Looks like it says
continue the
WrestleMania.
assault. So many guys, they throw their best shot at somebody that doesn't work. They get disoriented. They get discombobulated.
Elias now going to go up top.
What they're doing that's being successful. This is where Elias.
How's everyone doing? Thank you for tuning in and watching. Share on social media. Hit thumbs up button as well.
King can walk out of here a victor.
Elias off top rope. Corbin moves out of the way. And a deep 6 from Corbin. Cover. 1, 2. Elias kicks out. So Corbin's done one of his finishers. Still need the end of days. As Corbin now rolls to one corner, Elias in the other. I would think they're about ready to go home. Hopefully you're staying at home and staying safe. Corbin now taking his shirt off.
Elias hit hard. There was speculation throughout the week that he'd even be here for WrestleMania. But he's here. Matchup has been competitive. Much more competitive than
Corbin gonna slide underneath the bottom rope once again in the corner. Clothesline misses. Elias with a knee to the face of King Corbin. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out. All right.
another near fall for Elias.
Corbin still with it. Match continues. Knee barely connected. Hit him more in the chest than did the face. Elias going to go up top now, looks like. Elias really doesn't wrestle a whole lot anymore either. Like, he's basically just a music act with the WWE. I honestly can't remember the last time he competed on, he's been on Smackdown for quite a while now, on WWE TV in general. Corbin with a quick roll-up and has his left foot on the middle rope. Joe Exotic, your official referee, sees it, and Elias with a quick roll-up as well. 1, 2, 3, Elias defeats Corbin at WrestleMania. Elias with the win. And Gronk, yeah, he's probably happy about that. Thing is, Gronk doesn't have anything to do with this. He's just hosting WrestleMania. So, Elias with a quick roll-up win. Corbin was going to go for a roll-up of his own and then foot on the ropes to play dirty. But referee saw it. Elias with the reversal, rolls up Corbin. Elias with the win. This is a travesty, says JBL, that King Corbin loses at WrestleMania for the first time ever. And for the first time ever, I think we're actually hearing Elias' entrance music as he celebrates at the top of the ramp. So, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, your new Women's Tag Team Champions, if you're just not tuning in, along with Elias defeating King Corbin at WrestleMania 36 here during night 1. Still to come, as half these matches will be tonight, half tomorrow. The main event tonight, I would assume, is going to be Goldberg and Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. However, we will have a Boneyard match with The Undertaker and AJ Styles, as well, along with Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, Daniel Bryan, Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler, along with Morrison, Kofi Kingston, and Jimmy Uso in a triple threat ladder match. And that'll do it. Everything else will be tomorrow night, so be sure to tune back in tomorrow.
WWE superstars work out here. Wow, thank you, Miz.
Haters can hate, you stay off.
You're right. Thanks, Miz.
You completely crushed it today, man.
Wow, thank you.
You're the most must-see WWE superstar of all time. Great deal.
And here is the state-of-the-art WWE Performance Center, the athletic hub of
The WWE City vignette as they're in Orlando at the Performance Center. Next, it'll be Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler, Tom Phillips on the call with Byron Saxton. And now we'll get a video package for Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler, the man and the queen of spades. As match number 3 will kick off hour number 2, WrestleMania 36 Night 1. Shayna probably should have won the Royal Rumble. But then looking back at it, they had Charlotte win and then Shayna win the Elimination Chamber. Both become #1 contenders. And then Charlotte gets Rhea Ripley for the NXT Women's Championship also at WrestleMania. Shayna, a former UFC competitor, cage fighter herself, former NXT Women's Champion, lost to Rhea right before Christmas, called up to the main roster at the start of the year, wins Elimination Chamber, challenging the man Becky Lynch here tonight. Nia Jax, I would think, eventually will be returning. She could be a option for whoever wins this match right off the bat. Shayna wreaked havoc at Elimination Chamber. Just dominated everybody in the match. Riot Squad, Natalya, Asuka, just took them all out left and right.
When I take that title, it will destroy Becky Lynch.
Becky's been champion for a year.
Becky Lynch can expect
She won
WrestleMania.
both the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships last year in the main event of WrestleMania as the women headlined for the first time. She defeated Charlotte and Ronda Rousey. Ronda, I would think, is going to be coming back sometime soon as well. She could be an option. Bring back Nia, have her go up against Becky, have that be a #1 contendership match down the road, and then bring in Ronda for Shayna. There's your MMA match. Have it be in a cage of some sort. That would sell. That'd be a good option to go forward with, I would think. Becky, last Monday night on Raw, after we resaw the main event of WrestleMania from last year, cut the promo. I wonder if she stood on the ramp the whole time. And then being attacked by Shayna afterwards. And Becky's actually going to drive, as thought, her tractor trailer to the WWE Performance Center once again. For this Raw Women's Championship match. I wonder if she would have... There wouldn't have been a way she would have been able to drive it into Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. She would have drove it to one of the entrances and then I would assume walked in. As they had Charlotte last year with the helicopter. So Becky drives the tractor trailer to Orlando. Might want to check the cab, make sure she didn't pick up any hitchhikers. So Shayna, in the meantime, is going to make her entrance. And Shayna Baszler in the next 15 or so minutes will become Raw Women's Champion, I do believe. She's decked out in all red. So 2 of the first 3 matches, women's matches tonight. But then things will, as mentioned earlier, get a little bit better. because we still got the Boneyard match. Owens and Rollins are going to have a championship on the line as well, along with John Morrison, Kofi Kingston, and Jimmy Uso, along with Goldberg and Braun Strowman. So, I mean, if this was just, say, one pay-per-view, like a Backlash or TLC, I mean, it'd be a decent show on paper, but obviously it's WrestleMania. Half these are being, half of these are tonight, half are tomorrow. On paper, as mentioned, paper-wise, yeah, the card tonight looks better than tomorrow, but the whole show should be good overall. As the man Becky Lynch makes her appearance now at WrestleMania.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Raw Women's Championship.
Mike Rome, now your ring announcer. Joe Exotic, still your official referee.
From Sioux Falls, South Dakota,
Shayna Baszler, Becky Lynch, Raw Women's Championship on the line. Tom Phillips, Byron Saxton on the call.
Raw Women's Champion, the man, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch captured the championship, as we mentioned last year, in the first ever all-women's main event matchup in the history of WrestleMania. She carries the Raw Women's Championship into this year's WrestleMania in defense against Shayna Baszler. Baszler is the first superstar to ever win an Elimination Chamber match by eliminating the entire field by themselves. That is how Baszler captured this opportunity.
Bell rings, match underway.
It's just been a mean streak of dominance for Shayna Baszler. As much as I know Becky,
If they want to make Shayna look very strong,
Look at this early on. Both superstars exchanging blows here.
have her just wreck Becky,
She's getting it.
have it be done and over with in like 5 minutes. Submission in already.
And it's Becky Lynch who rolls outside the ring.
Baszler's right there on Becky's tail.
Shayna with a kick to the back of Becky Lynch and on the back of the knee as well. I wonder if they'll break the announce table for any of these matches. Because there's only one announce table. Normally it's just the Spanish or the German that goes down. Like, and Shayna rolls back in the ring but exits, so breaks the count. One count once again, but Shayna picking up Becky. Powerbomb maybe. Becky reverses.
Nearly a repeat of what we saw on Raw this past Monday night.
That's exactly what Shayna Baszler was thinking, and thankfully for Becky Lynch, she was able to escape that predicament. Oh, what's up?
Shayna face first off the announce table. Now Becky into the ring, breaks the count as well. Into the steel steps goes Shayna Baszler.
Into the steel steps.
Becky staring down
Becky Lynch understands this is a
Tom
different
Phillips
type
and
of battle than before.
Byron
You
Saxton.
are competing against Shayna Baszler.
Baszler back inside the ring. Lynch who said it herself. I went from crap.
Here comes Becky off the top rope after she just rolled Shayna back into the ring.
Now going to the top of the drop kick. Puts Baszler on her back.
Yeah, but Becky Lynch, you see, aggravating the lower back in the process.
That barely connected.
Last thing you want is an injury to deal with.
Becky now into the corner. Couple kicks.
Becky's got to be careful to get disqualified, but you have to be careful in this sense. You have no other choice against Shayna Baszler.
Look at this.
Shayna reversing with some elbows. But Becky's been in full control here so far. So now Shayna with a kick to the face. Trying to get back into it for the first time.
Are now setting up for this. Well, we're setting up for a version of a Connor. No. Trying to bring Baszler down to the canvas, thinking about the disarmer. Now Baszler again looking for the careful punch.
Quick roll up after a few submissions failed. Kick out at 2. Spine buster from Shayna to Becky.
Baszler with the takedown of Becky Lynch. And now Baszler again, all the double underhook. And into the cutter. Did she get enough, however?
A drop from Shayna. Cover 1, 2. Kick out by Becky.
Going to take a little bit more to beat Becky Lynch and wrestle the Raw Women's Championship away from her possession. Here's a poise to strike again. Striker now again going for the disarmer. Becky Lynch nearly had a hold of it. Sent to the outside. The champion with a kick to Baszler. Becky able to throw Baszler in, and this is a dangerous part of town now. Champion and challenger. Forward, and you can hear the thud. These heavy shots along the apron by Baszler and Lynch. Baszler's a little dazed. Wait a minute. Oh my God, it's driven into the apron. That is the hardest part of the ring right there. It creates a huge opening for Becky Lynch. Steel meets wood. Now back inside the ring.
Cover from Becky 1, 2. Shayna kicks out at 2.5 after Becky dropped her on the ring apron.
Now Shayna Baszler, who may be suffering some back problems in this match. And look at the face of Becky Lynch, who's got to be questioning what does she have to do to put away Baszler. Becky cannot afford to do this right now. Becky cannot afford to doubt herself. You can see Shayna Baszler there in the background trying to grasp with her hand there, trying to shake some feeling back into her arm. May have a stinger for what just happened there along the apron. It could be a blessing in disguise for the Raw Women's Champion. And now Becky Lynch once again, she's going up top, going to the top turnbuckle against Shayna Baszler.
Shayna with a kick to the side of the head on Becky. Becky's up top. Shayna throws her across the ring.
That moment of doubt and allow Baszler to get right back into this.
Armbar.
This is a bad situation for Becky Lynch.
Becky's not going to tap. Well, cover 1, 2. Shayna kicks out. Yeah, I guess the right finish for this would be to make Shayna look strong. Have Becky tap out rather than a pinfall, because Shayna's a cage fighter. She's the Queen of Spades. Submission machine. Kick out at 2.5. Have Becky tap out to one of the arm bars or a crossface of some sort, or Shayna's going to be your winner and new champion here shortly.
Becky Lynch is still in this fight. We know how much, Tom. We know how much this championship means to Becky Lynch. It means to her life. Wait a minute. Careful to clutch. And Becky Lynch wisely using her environment to her advantage. Now, wait a minute. They go the disarm away. Again, the careful to clutch. Using the rope. That's until the count of 5 to break this.
Shayna breaks the count. Had her in a submission on the ropes.
Very good question, Tom. That could be a changing point. That could be a turning point.
2 count now for Becky to get it back in the ring. Here comes Shayna, though.
And you can hear outside the ring, Becky Lynch goes, trying to get her win back after that clutch, using the rope by Shayna Baszler. Not allowing for any reprieve. And now Shayna tried this earlier.
Ooh. Shayna just whacked Becky head first off the announce table. Shayna rolls back in the ring, breaks the count. Now sitting on the ring apron. Going after Becky Lynch once again. Becky down and out ringside. Just swung head first twice into the announce table. Becky rolled into the ring.
Becky Lynch is hurt. Lynch is hurt bad, and this could just be a matter of time. Shayna Baszler rolling Becky Lynch back inside the ring.
Becky gets up, reverses Shayna. Shayna now has her in the submission once again. Becky down on both knees, fading and passing out, it looks like. Cover, 1, 2, and Becky Lynch is going to retain as she reversed the submission into a pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Becky Lynch retains and defeats Shayna Baszler, which is a little bit of a surprise, to be honest with you. So they make Becky look even stronger in the process, but throw everything out the window that they've done for Shayna. That's a surprise. That's a little bit of a shock they actually had Becky retain this. Especially like only a few minutes after she got whiplashed right into the announce table and was in submissions left and right all night long, and then reverses the one into a pin, and 1, 2, 3 she retains. That could have been better for sure. That match was average at best. But Becky Lynch is still your Raw Women's Champion, so maybe bring back Ronda for her. Maybe insert Nia Jax returning from injury up against Becky, as that is where the man gimmick all started, with Nia injuring Becky, not this past Survivor Series, but the Survivor Series before, and then still competing at the event. As the baby crying commercial that is brand new, that gets very, very annoying, very, very fast.
Sharing a united cause that celebrates putting people first. We are mutually driven to see better.
And so they still get the big dog Roman Reigns on the show one way or another, as he's doing some voiceover work for...
So Hyundai and WWE are joining forces this year to learn what drives, what inspires, and what motivates people to seek better, to want better.
whole WWE in general, but it's Roman voicing it.
Do better together, touching the lives of WWE fans across the country. And what better stage to kick off this partnership than the grand
A new
stage?
partnership.
Look for WWE and Hyundai.
There's Reigns. So he's still on WrestleMania, technically.
Because together, we are stronger, and we are better.
We are stronger, we are better. And just a new partnership announcement with the WWE. So now next, there's The Undertaker. What happened to me? Are we going to get a new... Oh, this is definitely a WWE Chronicle or a 24 on The Undertaker. Remember who you are. Undertaker every 3 years, losing at WrestleMania. Undertaker, the last ride. Limited series event coming soon. Exclusive first look immediately following WrestleMania tomorrow night on the WWE Network. Next, Daniel Bryan, Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. This will be the best match of the night so far coming up. So Gronk and Mojo, yes. basically Gronk and Mojo's your crowd as they're looking on from afar on top of the overlook balcony in the corner that the Fiend appeared on last night on Smackdown, and then Bray Wyatt was standing behind John Cena in the meantime saying, "Let me in." So Daniel Bryan, Sami Zayn, Intercontinental Championship match next. That Undertaker thing is going to be something to watch for sure. As he'll have a Boneyard match, first ever Boneyard match in WWE tonight against AJ Styles. Phenom versus Phenomenal. Sammy with his old entrance music as well, coming out with Shinsuke and Cesaro. This will be a damn good match. Shinsuke's going to get involved, Cesaro's going to get involved, Gulak's going to get involved as well. Cesaro defeated Drew Gulak on the kickoff show earlier. But Daniel Bryan, I do believe, will become Intercontinental Champion once again. But then maybe even afterwards, Gulak turns, or Shinsuke or Cesaro turn on Sammy. Bell rings, Intercontinental Championship match underway. Daniel Bryan, Sami Zayn. Shinsuke and Cesaro talking with Sammy in the corner, because they'll now get out ringside. Gulak ringside as well in the corner. Daniel Bryan.
His victory here tonight over Daniel Bryan, or if Daniel Bryan can wrestle away the Intercontinental title. What do you think of the burgeoning friendship between Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak? It all started back in Elimination Chamber, John, when Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak had a match. And
Sammy getting out of the ring now, in front of the announce table.
John, this has been classic Sami Zayn for months and months now. He has no interest at all in getting to the ring with Daniel
2
Bryan.
count. Maybe he'll just get counted out, and we won't have a match.
Before starting this matchup. Heard Sami Zayn claiming he was already in Daniel Bryan's head. Relationship, look, I like it. Sometimes when you're out there.
All right, Sammy gets out of the ring once again after playing some mind games with Daniel Bryan.
Appears to be what Drew Gulak has done. And again, Sami Zayn is sitting here taking his time, playing mind games, no interest in getting in the ring with Daniel Bryan. He's taking it up time, Cesaro.
7 count from the official. So Sammy getting back in the ring finally for the 3rd time. And here comes Daniel Bryan, and Sammy gets out of the ring once again. Daniel Bryan now going to chase Sami Zayn ringside. Cesaro stops him in his tracks. Sammy now in the ring by himself. And Cesaro and Shinsuke telling Daniel Bryan to get in the ring. And once again, Sami Zayn exits, running around ringside. Shinsuke Nakamura stops Daniel Bryan in his tracks. Next, it'll be Gulak taking out Sami Zayn probably, and then throwing him in the ring. Daniel Bryan going right after him. As just recently, the real big dog himself joins us for WrestleMania 36. Here comes Daniel Bryan once again. And Sammy trips and falls And Daniel Bryan going after him. Both Shinsuke and Cesaro stop him as Gronk. And Gulak takes out Shinsuke and Cesaro. Gronk and Mojo looking on. So Gulak throws Cesaro over the barricade. Does the same thing to Shinsuke. And Sami Zayn going after Drew Gulak. No. Daniel Bryan telling Drew to back off. Daniel Bryan tells the official, just count him. So 2 count for Sami Zayn. So Sami Zayn gonna walk up the ramp. Here comes Daniel Bryan, tackles him on the ramp. And Daniel Bryan with some right hands on Sami Zayn as this match is now finally underway after all that nonsense. Daniel Bryan now ankle lock on Sami. Right hand. Daniel Bryan has Sami Zayn trapped down and just going to town. Right hand, left hand, knees. Dragging him back into the ring. Now going to work the other side. Sami trying to reverse. Nothing going on. Kick to the back of the thigh. Now the back. Right hand. Shinsuke and Cesaro haven't been seen since. Sami rolls out of the ring once again. Daniel Bryan, suicide dive, hits his head right on the top of the barricade. That was a close one for sure. Yes kicks ringside as Daniel Bryan walks Sami Zayn, now throws him back in the ring. Daniel Bryan going to go up top. Drop kick off the top row from Daniel Bryan as he jumps up now.
Daniel Bryan is exactly where he wants to be right now. Complete control of the Intercontinental Champion.
Daniel Bryan working the face of Sami Zayn. Trying to get him into a submission in the middle of the ring. Daniel Bryan telling Sami Zayn he's a nobody. More yes kicks. Daniel Bryan from one corner to another with a drop kick.
And his Intercontinental Championship reign, John, could be coming to a close. Daniel Bryan is sensing another WrestleMania moment for himself.
Daniel Bryan with a knee. Sami telling Bryan he's sorry. Elbow right to the face of Daniel Bryan. Sami coming back. Off the ropes. Clothesline from Sami.
Never seen anybody talk quite as much as Sami Zayn during a match. He talks all the time. He's a great liberator.
Right hand and a chop, but Daniel Bryan not having any of it. Stands right up. Off the ropes.
Here comes Bryan.
Clothesline. Yes kicks now from Daniel Bryan.
Has this match been? It's just a meeting.
And then a kick to the side of the head.
Now playing the part of an everlast punching bag is Sami Zayn.
This is a full-on assault by Daniel Bryan. And he's not done torturing Sami Zayn yet.
Stomp right to the head.
Zayn's been running his mouth for weeks, calling himself the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Daniel Bryan is taking exception to that.
As we had said back in West Texas where I grew up,
Somebody better yell calf room.
Yes from Drew Gulak, but Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura attack from behind, sending him into the steel steps. Daniel Bryan suicide dive, taking out Shinsuke and Cesaro.
Playing field even again. And
Daniel Bryan off the top rope. Daniel Bryan just got kicked right in the face by Sami Zayn on that high-flying move off the top rope, and Sami Zayn pins and retains his Intercontinental Championship against Daniel Bryan. Wow. So Sami even retains. That's a shock. Wow. Becky and Sami both retain in championship matches that you would have thought, at least I did, they'd lose and drop the title. But WWE had, as they fade to black real quick, WWE had a different mindset on that. So a little shocking, I think, that both Becky and Sami retain, but maybe now next we'll have that triple threat: Sami, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Cesaro. Daniel Bryan and Gulak get into it again or something. Or maybe they are going to have a shake-up or a draft with no fans, and they just you know, flip-flop all these superstars from Raw to SmackDown and vice versa as they normally do. We are getting WWE 24 on Edge. That should be out sometime soon. I'm thinking this weekend. Might actually be even after tonight. Night 1 of WrestleMania. Because if we're getting Undertaker special look tomorrow night, Edge 24 night, give people who are at home with nothing to do something to watch. I mean, it makes sense. As Edge returned at the Royal Rumble after almost a decade. Okay, Edge, WWE 24 tomorrow night after WrestleMania. So we're going to get both that and The Undertaker Last Ride series tomorrow night.
You said pantyhose, right? Here, eat these. Creamy Snickers. You could use a little smoothies.
Me? Pete Zacharie? That's Peter. I told him so.
Nope.
Yeah,
Not Peter Zachary.
Get smooth with the fresh ground nut butters and creamy Snickers.
SmackDown Tag Team Championship ladder match is next. John Morrison, Kofi Kingston, and Jimmy Uso was supposed to be a tag team championship match. Tag team championship ladder match. However, Miz out, so they just have one superstar from each tag team in the ladder match. So it's still a triple threat, but only a triple threat ladder match, not a triple threat tag team ladder match, if that makes sense. So New Day, member Kofi Kingston will be in this match. Jimmy Uso, the Usos, and then John Morrison as well from Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey, ho, ho. And that New Day entrance didn't feel normal because no Big E. But nothing feels normal right now with the way things have been as of late. Even tonight feels a little weird. Having WrestleMania on a Saturday and splitting it into 2 nights because it's too big for just one night. So I'm sorry if I'm off my game by any means this evening, but be sure to tune back in tomorrow night as well. So we'll have this along with Undertaker-Aj Styles, Goldberg, and Braun Strowman, along with Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins this evening. And then everything else will now be tomorrow night. Now listen, I would think Morrison's going to retain just for the hell of it because they're already the champs. And then you figure out what you're going to do after this, because instead of a regular triple threat tag team ladder match, it's just now a triple threat ladder match for tag team championships, with one superstar from each team in the match as the titles are high above the ring. And the streak of ladder matches at a WrestleMania will continue, but I honestly don't know who's going to win this. I did not pick a winner in my predictions, but I mean, I would think Miz and Morrison's going to retain, but I wouldn't count out New Day getting back, or even the Usos as well, so only time's going to tell. And especially something different here for a tag team championship ladder match with only one superstar from each team in it, definitely going to be different. You're not going to have everything you normally would, I would think, in this match tonight, but hey, you never know. Maybe even Big E or Jey Uso get involved, because Miz has been pulled. Kofi with some cotton candy hair color. Bell rings, match underway. Jimmy Uso with a kick that misses to Morrison. Morrison with one of his own as well. Kofi now being sent into Morrison and then sending John into the ropes, so they're all still on their feet one way or another. And Jimmy Uso going to get out of the ring. They all get out of the ring now, and they're all going to go after ladders. They're all going to set up ladders. All going to slide them into the ring here first. Now setting them up. Morrison has the shortest ladder of the three, as Kofi and Jimmy got the 2 big ladders, and then Morrison in the middle with the short one. Kofi going for the titles right off the bat. And Jimmy Uso just got kicked by John Morrison as he went flying into the ropes, ladder at an angle. Headbutts from Kofi. Jimmy Uso drags down John Morrison, crossbody off the top of the ladder from Kofi. John Morrison climbing up the ladder, trying to grab the belt.
He has truly become a global phenomenon. Nightmare takedown by Morrison, of course. Kofi Mania dominating WrestleMania.
Morrison with a knee to Kofi.
WWE Championship.
Morrison throws down the ladder that he set up, kicks Jimmy Uso in the groin.
Morrison unloading with a right hand, and Morrison continues the assault here. And the key to triple, as any triple threat, you just have to be an opportunist. You have to be at the right place at the right time. Jimmy Uso
Kofi fighting back.
that he injured when he came up the ladder early. And now Morrison turns his attention to Kofi Kingston. And Kofi able to duck underneath and now looking for the SOS to the ladder. Kingston misses with trouble with Paradise. Now
Morrison off the ropes, that misses.
And now
Jimmy Uso gonna climb the ladder. Kofi gonna climb the other side. Uso trying to grab the title belts as well.
The titles dangling above the ring, the Smackdown Tag Team Championships.
Headbutt from Kofi. Jimmy Uso goes flying. Kofi climbing the ladder. All he's got to do is grab those titles, and he's tag team champ once again. Morrison with the right hand. Kofi goes flying, and Morrison up top, reaching for the titles once again. Here comes Jimmy Uso from behind though. And Morrison slides down the ladder.
Morrison had a chance right there to grab the titles. The Usos, to me, since they came in from day one, all they really wanted to be is the greatest tag team of all time. Such respect for these guys. And in my opinion, all respect for New Day.
Some kicks from John Morrison.
And now Kofi Kingston launches himself off the top rope, gets caught up in the ladder.
And Morrison and Uso have Kofi. They're going to throw him ringside
Apron onto the floor.
and then fight one another.
Rope goes Kofi. The incredible athleticism of Kofi Kingston trying to create another WrestleMania moment, but his athleticism gets him into trouble this time as Morrison and Jimmy Uso dump on the Kofi Mania.
Jimmy Uso trying to set that ladder up in the middle of the ring once again.
If Morrison can clear Uso out of the ring, he'd have a clear path to the titles. Slides underneath the ladder.
Morrison with a poke right to the face. And then throws the ladder into Jimmy Uso, so somebody's going to have to reset the ladder.
Maybe that's exactly what Morrison did. Maybe that's his chance to get those championships.
Going to now set it up in the corner on the middle rope.
Now John Morrison. Ladder in hand, and Jimmy still favoring the knee. John going right back after the knee that Jimmy Uso into this matchup. Brilliant. No disqualification. You can use the ladder as a weapon. Big shot by Uso. Also just chop a guy's chest in half you want to too. Jimmy again. And now
Jimmy Uso with a slap.
those shots echoing through the Performance Center here in Orlando. And now Morrison placed up on the top rope by Uso. Face first off the ladder. Yeah. Uso touched my bobble. A balancing act on the ladder.
John Morrison on the top rope. Jimmy Uso standing on the ladder that Morrison set up. Slips and falls, now back first, laying down on the ladder. Morrison off the top of the ring post.
John Morrison.
And
The parkour style of Morrison has taken out Jimmy Uso.
Jesus Christ. See a replay of that. Morrison with his parkour maneuver that he does off the top of the ring post to Jimmy Uso, who is laying down on the ladder.
Morrison just now clears Uso out of the ring.
So now Kofi and Jimmy Uso
set up the ladder, walk to the top.
out ringside. Morrison going to set up the ladder once again.
What a performance so far in this match by John Morrison.
All he has to do is climb the ladder and grab the titles.
Right now, get up the ladder and you got it. Morrison taking his time to steady the ladder, middle of the ring, now climbing to the top to grab the gold. And Kofi Kingston launches himself top rope.
And Kofi, holy shit. Kofi jumps off the top rope.
A leaping, flying Hurricane Rana. And
Morrison was on the ladder. He catches him.
Watch this.
Morrison catches him, and then Kofi with a Hurricane Rana to Morrison, who's now down and out. So Kofi in control.
Who's going to be left to climb the ladder?
I would think it's Kofi's match to lose right now.
Morrison's down and out. Now it's Kofi's opportunity. And Kofi comes up hobbled as well.
So Kofi's setting up the ladder once again.
And Kofi grabbed the gold so the New Day can win the tag team titles for an 8th time.
Ladder looks like it's going to give out. It's sort of lopsided for some reason on the one side. Like it's not set up the whole way, even though both sides are hammered down in. Morrison with a ladder. And Kofi over the top rope takes out John Morrison ringside. So Morrison, Kofi, and Uso down and out. Ringside all next to each other. Morrison out of ladder. He drops it and then catches Kofi, but Kofi takes him out.
There's Kofi. And Kofi Kingston somehow here just trying to drag himself back to his feet. Can he do it?
Uso gonna walk the barricade now. And Kofi literally just threw the ladder at him and took him out. He literally just chucked the ladder at him and knocked him out cold.
John, watch this.
Oh.
It didn't work.
Kofi with a big kick to Jimmy Uso. Another ladder. There's about 30 of them set up ringside for 3 guys. Kofi now going to set up the largest ladder between the barricade and the ring. Barricade and ring apron. Going to set up Uso on that, I would think. Where's Morrison at? He's probably going to jump off the top of the ring post again. So Morrison laying on the ladder once again. There comes Morrison now as Uso's on the ladder. Okay, Kofi knocks him out.
Playing great defense there to get Morrison to get involved. These guys beat the hell out of each other. It's all for the Smackdown tag team titles, which hang high above the ring in this ladder match at WrestleMania. Kingston dragging himself to the top rope. Morrison is already there. Jimmy Uso is down and out.
Kofi now off the one top rope. Morrison off the other. They're both going to walk. Morrison walks across the top rope to the other corner. And Jesus Christ. Okay, the ladder set up. Uso's on nothing. Jimmy Uso now climbs to the top rope after Morrison and Kofi took each other out in the middle of the ring. And then Jimmy Uso with a splash on John Morrison to close it out. They're all down and out now in the middle of the ring. Somebody's going to climb the ladder and reach for those titles and grab them to win.
All 3 of these men backed up. All 3 of these men trying to fight through the...
Jimmy Uso now with the ladder, setting it up once again.
WrestleMania is all about. Jimmy Uso trying to position the ladder now. Can he somehow drag his beat-up body to the top of the ladder?
Jimmy Uso going to climb.
Very rarely does
Kobe
live up to that hype. You talk about the great athleticism.
grabbing his left foot.
This could be a classic. It is living up to everything it has been billed as.
Kobe Kingston doing everything he can to crawl and grab at Jimmy Uso. Jimmy continues to climb now to the top of the ladder. Reaching up there, still trying to get up to the top.
Uso trying to grab the titles.
Kobe Kingston.
Right hand from, and they almost fall.
Teetering high above the ring.
Another right hand.
Knocked off the ladder, Jimmy barely hanging on.
Kofi just got knocked out. Actually climbing back on the inside of the ladder.
Was Kobe able to do this? He was inside.
And a headbutt. Down goes Jimmy Uso.
This is unbelievable what we're watching.
Now Kobe trying to readjust his body to get to the outside to grab the tag team championships.
Kofi grabbing the titles. Here comes John Morrison now.
John Morrison now on the other side of the ladder. Intercepted Kingston.
Jimmy Uso's
And John Morrison trying to grab the titles.
But now, at the top of the ladder, Kingston.
Kofi with a headbutt. Down goes John Morrison. Kofi still on the ladder.
Kingston going to the top. Kingston has an opportunity.
Here comes John Morrison though once again.
Morrison, though, trying to drag Kingston off and protect his tag.
Kofi with a drop kick right to the face of John Morrison. Off the ladder.
Body through Morrison.
So everyone once again down and out.
Watch this. Absolutely.
Right to the chest of John Morrison on the face. A stomp right to the chest off the ladder.
Kofi Kingston tonight.
Just ridiculous.
And now Kofi looking to reposition.
Jimmy Uso grabbing a ladder ringside.
Morrison get hard.
Morrison kicked out ringside.
Now as Kofi's in the middle of the ring, Jimmy Uso with the
And Jimmy Uso with the ladder that was set up between the ring and the barricade.
and a
Sliding that in, and it's inserted into the ladder that's
with a right knocks Uso
stood up in the middle of the ring.
in a triple threat ladder match. You got an incapacitated.
So they'll all go up.
Get to the top.
One of them's going to knock both of them.
Kingston again, dragging himself up now
Or
to the
Kofi actually
by Uso.
jumps off the ladder, gets kicked, face first into the side of the ladder.
Face first.
Jeez.
Eat that, Kofi. Black your face like a pancake, boy. Yeah.
Make your face look like a pancake,
With everything he's
says Jimmy Uso.
in this match.
Yeah, no pancakes for Kofi to throw out either here at WrestleMania.
Down and out. Kingston.
I mean, he still could have done it and gave him to Michael Cole and JBL. Super kick from Uso to Morrison as he jumps off the ladder. So they have a ladder set up in between the middle rope, and it's locked in with a ladder. And now Uso's setting up another ladder into the corner. Gonna climb that. This is a very small ladder. Gonna climb that and jump off. Gonna go through Morrison and the ladder. Morrison rolls off though. And Morrison gonna tip it over. And why did they have a ladder set up there? Because then Uso gets knocked off, sent ringside. Should have went through a ladder there. They missed an opportunity there.
So we're not going to see the rest of this match.
Uso taken out.
That one ladder still inserted, still locked in.
Morrison clearing out the ring. Big
Morrison
smile.
throws the ladder out of the ring now.
He's close to retaining the Smackdown tag team titles.
Now somebody's going to be either laying there,
Morrison, I think Morrison
or they'll both, all three of them will climb, and then somebody will knock two of them off and then grab the titles and win.
to get up to those championships.
Morrison slowly climbing the ladder. The Smackdown tag team titles hang above the ring.
Morrison climbing the ladder.
Shoulder injured early on in this matchup. Morrison is almost there, almost an opportunity to retain here. John Morrison.
Morrison grabbing the titles.
Wait a minute.
Here comes Kofi Kingston though.
Back in the picture. Kofi Kingston climbing the ladder.
Morrison almost has him. Kofi, though, from the other side.
Somehow dragging himself up the ladder.
Headbutt, so Uso's going to be out of it. New Day's going to win this. Kofi's going to grab the titles. Or actually, here comes Jimmy Uso with another ladder. He's going to set this up right beside the one. So Morrison's probably going to go through the ladder. And then Uso might send Kofi through the ladder too, and then the Usos win. Headbutt. And they're all going to try to grab the titles at the same time. We're going to have a three-way tie. They're all going to grab it. They all grab it. It's off the hook. They all grab it. So it's a three-way tie, for God's sakes. So somebody's going to be sent through the ladder, and then somebody's going to get knocked off, and then whoever's left holding it's going to win. Double headbutt. Morrison gets sent through the ladder, but the titles come off, and both Kofi and Uso are still just holding the hook. And then John Morrison rolls off the ladder and grabs the championships as they fell. And still your SmackDown Tag Team Champions, John Morrison and The Miz, who is not in this match. So hey, hey, ho, ho. Different type of finish, to say the least. But a good match. But Miz and Morrison still your Tag Team Champs on SmackDown. A weird ending. I don't think I've ever seen that. Morrison gets knocked off. He grabs the titles in the meantime. He rips them off the hook. And then he gets off the ladder and grabs the titles, and he's laying in the ring, and they win. So, a little different, you know, to say the least, but a good match. So, still to come, Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins, along with the first ever Boneyard match with The Undertaker and AJ Styles, along with Goldberg defending the Universal Championship against the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman. They fade to black. That'll conclude, after those three matches, night 1 of WrestleMania. Night 2 tomorrow night, so be sure to tune back in for more live reactions play-by-play. Thank you for tuning in this evening and watching night 1 live reactions play-by-play of WWE WrestleMania 36. Wonderful we'll get a WWE 24 on this WrestleMania as we have in years past, as it's a very, very unique event this year with everything going on as they showcase everything that is on the WWE network. All the exclusive shows, pay-per-views, the WWE Chronicles, the 24s, Bargain Skull Sessions, the new Undertaker series, NXT takeovers. But yes, still to come, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins. I would think that's going to be next. Then we'll get Undertaker, AJ Styles, followed by Goldberg and Braun Strowman to close things out this evening. And it'll be Tom Phillips, Byron Saxton, so a Raw match. So it's either going to be Owens, Rollins, or Taker Styles. But be sure to share on social media, hashtag WrestleMania, thumbs up button, chat questions and comments, always get appreciated as well. It will in fact be Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins coming up next at WrestleMania.
These men around are the only ones that give me the respect I deserve. And here to lead us all into the future. It is time for us to seek out the lesser than, non-compliant,
And eradicate them.
Kevin Owens is all alone.
Kevin can't fail.
If you stand alone, you will fall. This is the gospel.
Video package for Owens and Rollins, the prize fighter against the Messiah. And this, as mentioned earlier, I do believe is basically the #1 contendership match for the WWE Championship, as we'll get that match tomorrow night with Brock Lesnar defending against Drew McIntyre. If you have Owens win, okay, put him against McIntyre. If you have Rollins win, okay, put him up against McIntyre. Styles could beat Undertaker as well in the Boneyard match because, as mentioned, every 3 years, The Undertaker has lost now at WrestleMania, dating back to WrestleMania 30, when Lesnar broke the streak in New Orleans, 21-1. He was the one in 21-1. And then he lost 33, which was also in Orlando, so 3 out of the last how many Manias have been in Orlando. This, however, in the Performance Center with no fans in attendance, of course, with everything going on. But he lost to the big dog Roman Reigns in the main event of that pay-per-view a few years back. Now facing AJ Styles. Okay, yeah, AJ could be the one to retire him for good. What Taker are we going to get, though? Will be the Phenom Deadman Undertaker or the American Badass? Only time's going to tell. We'll see after this, I would think, because basically these 3 matches could all main event any pay-per-view, no doubt about it. So these are co-main event, and then your actual main event. So we'll wrap up night 1 here within the next, I would say, another hour or so, maybe a little bit more, depending on how long the Boneyard match goes, as that'll be unique with the circumstances. But video package now wrapping up for Owens and Rollins. We're about to burn it down with the Monday Night Messiah, Seth frickin' Rollins, Mr. Nickname, as I like to call him. It'll be Rollins and Owens next at #WrestleMania. And he's coming out actually dressed up. He's wearing all white. His jacket, though, more so a robe, actually looking like he is a god, like he's a prince of some sort. Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens. But if you have Owens win, okay, put him against McIntyre. And then have Murphy and Rollins feud for a little. But then if you have Rollins win, where does that leave Kevin Owens? Storyline-wise. I mean, you're back at square one with nothing to do. And then Styles could very well be inserted in the mix along with Edge and Randy Orton as well. We'll get that last man standing match tomorrow night. But it's all going to depend on what happens these next 2 matches, and then with some of them tomorrow as well. I would think Owens is going to win this, and then Taker wins. And then, I mean, because Styles still has the club. But with everything going on, you know, it's hard to tell what they'll do. WrestleMania now turning into KO Mania 4, as KO Mania was introduced at WrestleMania 32, in which he lost his Intercontinental Championship in that ladder match. And then 33 was KO Mania 2. He won the United States Championship against Le Champion Chris Jericho. Released the Hounds. The big dog, as mentioned, is near. And then 34, KO Mania 3, Owens and Sami Zayn in tag team competition. And then Owens, surprisingly, last year left off the card. But back at WrestleMania, as it is now KO Mania, Owens, Rollins, bell rings, match underway. Rollins with some right hands. Owens and Rollins now fighting ringside. Owens sending him into the barricade. Stomp misses. Owens with a right hand. Chop to the chest. Owens backs off. Owens sends Rollins off the ropes. Kick from Seth. Clothesline from KO. Senton. Another one. How you doing, Messiah, says Owens. Owens going to go for a cannonball here early on. Rollins rolls out of the ring. Big chop ringside from Owens to Seth Rollins. WrestleMania moment, here we are. Owens sending Rollins back into the barricade by the announce table. Now just throwing him around ringside in the barricade. Owens rolls in the ring, breaks the count, rolls back out. Gonna go after Seth Rollins once again. Owens to Rollins, you're nothing but a joke. Rollins trying to get out of the ring. Here comes Owens from behind. Owens gonna go for a pop-up powerbomb on the ring apron. Rollins reverses. Owens back first on the ring apron. The hardest part of the ring. So Rollins reverses, trying to get back into it. Gonna go for a stomp maybe. Rollins now. Jesus. Falcon Arrow on the ring apron as Owens then rolls ringside. That has to hurt. Oh my God. Come on, Kevin. Owens off the ropes. Suicide dive into the barricade. Goes Kevin Owens. Owens down and out. Rollins, you rethinking this yet? As he sits on the ring apron. Now on one knee. Stands up in the ring. Rollins is a god. Rollins off the ropes once again. Another suicide dive into the barricade. Goes Kevin Owens once more.
You're making this too easy.
You're making this too easy, says Seth Rollins. Third time's a charm. Another suicide dive in the barricade for Rollins to Owens.
I
disapprove. What do you keep gonna be, Kevin?
Owens is a disappointment, says Seth Rollins. Off the ropes. Owens catches him with a right hand as he rolls into the ring. And Rollins taking out Kevin Owens once again with a sling blade. Right hand, right hand. Haymakers back and forth. Kick to the back of KO.
Finally eradicating the threat of Kevin Owens.
What did you say, Kevin? What did you say on Raw? You were gonna be the one. You were gonna be the one to burn it down at WrestleMania.
Owens will, in fact, burn it down. Kick to the midsection. Rollins going to go for a stomp off the ropes. That misses. Owens with quick roll-up. Rollins rolls through. Stomp misses once again. Owens DDT. Thought it was a stunner at first. Hits DDT on Seth Rollins.
All the damage that Kevin Owens has suffered in this match to this point. Watch this again. Where it's all but Owens is feeling.
And Kevin Owens, remember the
Owens in the corner.
the big moves along the apron earlier on in the match at the back, and Kevin Owens has got to be on fire right now.
Moves out of the way. Face first goes Rollins. Super kick from KO. Cannonball coming. Cannonball to Seth Rollins.
Owens wasted no time now. Owens going all the way to the top.
Owens off the top rope.
Trying to follow up on Seth Rollins off the
Jesus Christ.
damage.
1, 2. Kick out at 2.5 by Rollins after the Swanton bomb from Kevin Owens here at WrestleMania.
Just gonna take a look again off the top rope, hitting the senton, but remember the damage that's already been back to Kevin Owens.
Rollins on his feet, holding onto the ropes. Owens from behind. Right hand.
Kevin Owens giving no safe haven to Seth Rollins.
Kevin Owens cannot afford to do
Pop-up powerbomb. Rollins over top. Quick roll-up from KO. Rollins rolls through. Kick to the chest. Owens catches him.
Rollins,
Stunner, no.
stunner.
Clothesline misses. Enziguri from Rollins. Owens off the rope. Clothesline from KO to Seth Rollins.
Clothesline.
Both Owens and Rollins down.
from Kevin Owens.
What a sequence between these two superstars. Trying to put each other away.
Again, the
Good sequence there.
rope as it lay out Seth Rollins.
Good match so far to begin with. Probably, honestly, the best match of the night so far. The Daniel Bryan Sami Zayn on paper going in at that point, I thought was going to be the best match. It was alright, it wasn't bad. But, I mean, this match, wrestling-wise at least, so far I think it's been pretty good.
Use those words of motivation.
Rollins sitting on the top of the ring post. Owens on the middle rope.
Part of talent here for Owens and Rollins.
On the top turnbuckle.
Vertical suplex off the top rope.
Kevin Owens trying to rip Rollins off the top turnbuckle.
Rollins trying to do whatever he can to hold on and lock it.
To the eyes. Seth Rollins to the face of Owens.
Desperate but effective by Seth Rollins.
Rollins rolls through, has Owens in a powerbomb position now.
Rollins headed in the corner.
Follows up with a super kick.
Couple super kicks after
Owens in trouble.
a buckle bomb now. Owens pop-up powerbomb as he reverses the stomp. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out 2.5 by Rollins.
Once again, Kevin Owens just having the wherewithal, the in-ring instinct to be able to use Seth Rollins' momentum against him.
Another good sequence. He had the buckle bomb, a super kick, Owens down on his knees, another super kick, and And then Rollins is going to go for a stomp, and then Owens reverses it into a pulp power bomb and a cover.
So much has been taken out
As
of
we've
both
seen
these
some
men.
replays now.
Kevin Owens targeted by Rollins, the
Past few
first
minutes.
Of Seth Rollins targeted by KO.
At this point, Kevin Owens has just got to feed off his emotion right now. All the disdain he's got for Seth Rollins.
All right, Rollins trying to hightail it out of here, Stan. Ring bell.
That's a disqualification.
Keeper's bell.
Ring the bell, says Rollins. That should be a disqualification. Rollins hit Owens with the ring bell, so Kevin Owens does in fact win by DQ. Rollins doesn't care. He's standing over top of him laughing. Rollins, as they were fighting ringside, just grabbed the ring bell and hit Kevin Owens with it. And then told the timekeeper to ring the bell. Greg Hamilton then, your winner after disqualification, Kevin Owens. So Kevin Owens, your winner, but Seth Rollins still sort of standing tall. So they both basically win. Owens rolls in the ring. Owens has a mic. No, says Kevin Owens.
This way, no.
Not gonna end this way.
I thought at WrestleMania you were a god. Huh? Those weren't the actions of a god, those were the actions of a little bitch. Huh?
And Owens calling Rollins a little bitch once again.
The man you claim you are. Prove it. Get back here.
Prove it.
Let's finish this.
Let's finish it once and for all.
Let's do it. No disqualifications. No rules.
No disqualification. This has basically turned into a no DQ, no holds barred match now with Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. As Owens calls Seth Rollins a little bitch once again. Video of that actually happened in person. Rollins with a running knee. So match restarts as the bell rings. Rollins throws Owens ringside. Videos of Kevin Owens throwing popcorn on Rollins and then hitting a stunner, along with Owens calling Rollins a bitch and then stating he has tiny balls, right here on Gridiron Ring's YouTube channel. So be sure to go check those out. Those are from recent events that I attended. Rollins throwing Owens into the barricade. And it's funny, they had, pretty sure Greg Hamilton announced that it was a disqualification and then Owens was the winner. But this is a Raw match, and then Mike Rome's supposed to be your ring announcer. I don't know if anybody else caught that, but this is no disqualification now. Rollins with the top of the steel steps right to Kevin Owens, knocking him out ringside in front of the announce table. You wanted your WrestleMania moment so bad, says Rollins to Kevin Owens. Rollins now grabbing a steel chair.
You're the one who made this challenge. Reap what you sow.
Rollins with a steel chair right to the back. Now right to the chest of Kevin Owens. That one had to hurt. You can tell Owens is in pain. Both those chair shots had to hurt. Another chair shot. Shut your mouth, says Rollins. There's no rules. I can do whatever I want, says Rollins to Joe Exotic, your official.
Seth Rollins can do whatever he wants. This is a no disqualification match. No idea what the Messiah is thinking next.
So, okay. They're going to get rid of the announce table now. Rollins ripping that apart. Because next we'll go to the Boneyard match and then Goldberg and Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. Been an interesting night. Owens now with the bell, hitting Rollins, throws that down. So the timekeeper's ring bell being used here this evening. Owens, is he going to jump off the top of the WrestleMania sign they have set up? Owens is on the, yes he is, oh my god. Owens climbs the back of the WrestleMania sign. Owens is on top of the Mania sign. Owens is on the announce table. Jesus Christ. And a leg drop from the top of the WrestleMania sign from Kevin Owens to Seth Rollins. Jesus Christ. And Owens holding his leg. Get a replay on that. That's a holy shit moment right there. The first one of the night. Owens laying it all out in the line. Holy hell.
Just how far are Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens willing to go to destroy each other?
Owens on his feet. Owens rolling Rollins into the ring. Rollins in pain, moaning and groaning. Owens gonna go up top now, it looks like. Now, gonna grab Rollins by the hair. Owens stunner to Seth Rollins. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens victorious at KO Mania. Owens with the win. Two for two for Kevin Owens as he won by disqualification in the first match. They restarted. It was no disqualification. Owens, here's the replay of Owens off the top of the WrestleMania sign. It was more of a back body drop than it was a leg drop. Off the top of the Mania sign, though, through Rollins and the announce table. Rolled him into the ring. Stunner. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens, your winner. What a match. What a couple great sequences. But what a WrestleMania moment for Kevin Owens. He's back to being 500 at KO Mania. Put Owens up against Drew McIntyre now for the WWE Championship. Have Murphy turn on Rollins. Have a triple threat, maybe even a fatal four-way, throw AJ Styles in the mix. But Kevin Owens, your winner. Here, WrestleMania. Best match of the night so far, for sure. By far. By far the best match of the night so far. Hands down. Now, Undertaker Styles is going to be different for sure. It's a Boneyard match. who honestly knows what's going to happen there? Thing is, with Undertaker at WrestleMania, when you think of WrestleMania, you think of the Undertaker. It's the streak. What? Every 3 years, Taker's lost now. Styles would be 1-2, yeah. Be put over as we cut back to Gronk and Mojo. There's our Truth. All right, Truth in the mix. Is Gronk going to become 24/7 champion? So I think they're going to have everybody forget that Mojo beat, or that was Riddick Moss, excuse me. Truth for the 24/7 championship, but now Truth at WrestleMania. It's Truth Mania. Should be Toilet Paper Mania, to be honest with you. So Truth cutting a promo here, rapping a song in front of Mojo and Gronk. Mojo now face to face with Truth. And Gronk with an elbow. Gronk pinning 1, 2. And now Mojo 1, 2, 3 on R-Truth. Mojo Rawley, your new 24/7 champion. So, okay, there's your feud starter with Mojo and Gronk, because Gronk hit an elbow on Truth. 1, 2, Mojo rips him off. Mojo 1, 2, 3 then on Truth. Mojo Rawley, your new 24/7 champion. That'll set up a match, a feud in the long run moving forward, potentially for SummerSlam, with Rob Gronkowski and Mojo Rawley, as they'll be in Boston, where Gronk played with New England Patriots for his whole entire NFL career. So Mojo Rawley, your new 24/7 champion. Road to WrestleMania coming to an end tonight, or this weekend, I should say, with Night 2 tomorrow night. Get an all-access look. Road to WrestleMania, also Road to Redemption. All-access look into Drew McIntyre's journey to WrestleMania 36. That should be interesting as well. Chronicle Drew McIntyre tonight, immediately following WrestleMania 36 Night 1. Tomorrow night, Brock Lesnar will defend the WWE Championship against the Chosen One. That'll be tomorrow night. We'll also get the Firefly Funhouse match tomorrow night as well. That is tomorrow night, WWE Championship on the line. Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre. Charlie, Chucky Caruso backstage, and Paul Heyman interrupts, scares the living hell out of Caruso.
What? You just scared the hell out of me.
And that's exactly what she says, too. So Paul Heyman cutting a promo here tonight for the match tomorrow night. And McIntyre's a big bitch wannabe, says Paul Heyman.
I said it on Monday. We live and I thrive in a business filled with exaggerations and embellishments and marketing and promotion of your rookie years, Charlie.
Hashtag WrestleMania. Like, follow, and subscribe on social media. The thumbs up button. Chat questions and comments. Always greatly appreciated.
Is how once ever Brock Lesnar truly is. He's not one amongst us. Brock Lesnar is a super being. Brock Lesnar's not even of our species. And Drew McIntyre is going to learn that in 24 hours. And it's not a damn thing that Drew McIntyre can do about it except...
But the Boneyard match, that should be coming up next, I would think. Will be something we've never seen before. Boneyard, you think a cemetery. Taker's gonna win, I think, but I wouldn't be surprised if Styles does. You'll see caskets, you'll see headstones. honestly don't know what to expect. I honestly don't know how they're going to have it look here tonight. But the WWE Champion Brock Lesnar defending tomorrow night against Drew McIntyre. Paul Heyman wraps up his promo. So that'll be tomorrow night. Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship.
Equally confident, Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship on night 2 of WrestleMania. Tomorrow night also marks the return to the show.
Edge, Randy Orton tomorrow night as well. Last man standing, along with the Firefly Funhouse of John Cena and the Fiend Bray Wyatt. What else we got tomorrow night? As just left tonight, we have, as mentioned, Taker, AJ Styles, Goldberg, and Braun Strowman. Yeah, Otis and Dolph Ziggler tomorrow night as well, along with Rhea Ripley and Charlotte, Bayley, Lacey Evans, Naomi, Tamina, and Sasha Banks, Street Profits, along with Austin Theory and Angel Garza. Can't forget about Aleister Black and Bobby Lashley either. And then also Liv Morgan and Natalya. So tomorrow night we'll get more into those matches, and then also what has happened so far tonight. So they tried to split it up best they could. I mean, going in, we knew Rollins Owens was tonight, and then Bayley in the Fatal 5-Way was tomorrow. But then everything else was up for grabs. But you would have thought they were going to split up, and they did. They are. The gimmick matches with the Firefly Funhouse match and the Boneyard match. One's tonight. That'll be coming up shortly. And then the other tomorrow night. So now it's just a Funhouse match. Actually, they're going to save the Boneyard match for the main event, which I'm fine with. Braun Strowman going to beat Goldberg in the next 5 minutes to become Universal Champion for the first time ever, hopefully. So, Universal Championship on the line right now at WrestleMania. Goldberg defending against Braun Strowman. No one's getting pyro. Wonder if Goldberg will. Because that's part of his entrance. Same thing with Edge tomorrow night. I highly doubt it, to be honest with you, but hey, you never know. Strowman replacing Roman Reigns after he pulled out. He's had leukemia before, compromised immune system, coronavirus. I totally understand. So they'll put Reigns on the back burner. And okay, they show on video. And now here comes Goldberg walking through the WWE PC, leaving his locker room, holding that WWE Universal Championship. And Goldberg about to defend and lose to Braun Strowman, hopefully, after he defeated the Fiend Super Showdown. Okay, they have smoke. They go with smoke for Goldberg instead of the sparks. Bill Goldberg. The Spear and Jackhammer King. That's all he does. Hopefully this will be quick. Have Strowman look strong in the process and win a championship as well. I swear to God, if Goldberg retains this, I don't know what the hell he'll do. I flip shit when he won over the Fiend Super Showdown. Like, what are you seriously going to do with him if he retains it?
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia.
Have him put Strowman over, and then over time get Reigns back in the mix. Have Reigns beat Braun.
WWE Hall of Famer, Goldberg!
And the only way this all works out is if Goldberg drops the title and the Fiend Bray Wyatt defeats John Cena tomorrow night in the Firefly Funhouse match.
This is a true heavyweight match.
Joe Lil Nate Exotic, your official.
Neither one of these guys work by the hour. A golden opportunity for the monster among men.
Universal Championship in the co-main event of WrestleMania 36, Night 1. Goldberg, Braun Strowman. Ring the bell. And of course, they're going to circle around in the ring for 5 minutes before anything gets started. Face to face, Strowman and Goldberg. Goldberg with a kick. Into the corner goes Braun. Strowman picking up Goldberg. Spear from Goldberg. Spear by Goldberg, that's 2. Third time's a charm, 3 in a row. Another spear from Goldberg to Strowman. Cover 1, 2, kick out at 2.5. Thank God.
3 spears by Goldberg and Strowman kicks out. And the veteran Goldberg, stay with what you know. Stay with your strength.
Goldberg going to go for another spear. 4 spears right off the bat from Goldberg to Braun Strowman. And Goldberg embracing the crowd at home, looking into the camera.
Goldberg senses right now the beginning of the end, which is hard to believe you would consider.
Now going to go for a jackhammer, the vertical suplex. Power slam, though, from Strowman on the reversal. Another power slam from Braun Strowman to Bill Goldberg. 3 power slams now in a row from Braun Strowman. Strowman telling Goldberg to get up. Strowman going to go for a 4th power slam in the middle of the ring on Bill Goldberg. Cover 1, 2, 3. Braun Strowman's your new Universal Champion. Goldberg, 4 spears, then 4 spears, or 4 power slams, excuse me, from Braun Strowman. Cover 1, 2, 3. Braun Strowman, your new WWE Universal Champion. So the same thing would have happened, though, with Reigns. Would have speared him a few times, then Superman punch, 1, 2, 3, Reigns your new champion. Because Goldberg can't go very long. Match was maybe 5 minutes, if that. 4 spears and then 4 power slams. Strowman, your new WWE Universal Champion. And Goldberg will go away once again for another 2 or 3 years and then come back and they'll put another championship on him and have him put over somebody else, whoever that may be at that point in time. The Monster Among Men is your new Universal Champion on Friday Night SmackDown. This is my time, says Braun, as Goldberg lays in the ring. As he did his job, he put Braun over. As the Monster is now your champion. Next, in your main event, the first ever Boneyard match with The Undertaker and AJ Styles.
This is an emergency. Can anybody here play the trombone?
No. No.
Snickers satisfies.
Promo for WWE WrestleMania 37 next year in 2021 as they'll hit LA, Hollywood, at the new SoFi Stadium, WrestleMania 37. First time we're seeing this. We'll see it tomorrow night, and we'll see it on Monday Night Raw as well. Instead of Beverly Hills, it's Let Me In Hills now. And WrestleMania will once again go Hollywood. WrestleMania 37 on March 28th, 2021.
Cannot wait for WrestleMania in Los Angeles next year.
WWE WrestleMania 36 this year in Orlando, the Performance Center of the WWE, after having been scheduled in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium, but missed the coronavirus outbreak. No fans in attendance after they moved it to the Performance Center. Video package now for the Boneyard match featuring The Undertaker, The Phenom, and AJ Styles, the Phenomenal One. As this dates back to Super Showdown, as Styles was about ready to win the Gauntlet match, and then insert The Undertaker. Undertaker with a Chokeslam, and the win. Undertaker returning then as well in the U.S. for the WWE at Elimination Chamber. Chokeslamming AJ Styles once again. Styles wants a Boneyard match at WrestleMania. He gets it, and that'll be next. And they actually, for once, get Undertaker's personal life involved in storyline. The only other time that I can remember they did this was when DDP came to the WWE and was inserted into the feud with Undertaker. But they try not to break character with the Dead Man. But are we going to get the Phenom Dead Man Undertaker tonight, or are we going to get the American Badass? That's the question in this Boneyard match coming up next. So once again, thank you for tuning in and watching. Like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description. Hit the thumbs up button. Share on social media. Hashtag WrestleMania. Chat questions and comments. Always greatly appreciated. It's main event time. Boneyard match. Undertaker and AJ Styles. Contract signing. I was actually supposed to see that person. Event got postponed. It was actually the first Raw in Orlando at the PC with no fans. And hey, it is what it is, but they had the contract signing and then basically just promos ever since. And Taker's promo to kick off Raw this past week was pretty good as well. As they zoomed out then on the closing shot, and it was a headstone with AJ Styles' name on it, and birth and death dates as well. So Undertaker-Aj Styles, your main event of night 1 here for WrestleMania 36.
That Michelle McCoy, your wife, picked out when she buried your career.
The only thing I can think this is going to be similar to is a casket match or a Bird Alive match. Now, hashtag Boneyard match. We are getting our first look at the Boneyard gong from The Undertaker. And now a hearse is pulling up to the gates of the cemetery. And this is the Undertaker's entrance for Boneyard match here at WrestleMania. And he'll either get out driving or he should get out of the back. Or they should have pallbearers get the casket out, open it up, and then he gets out. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to open the back of the hearse. There's the casket. The Undertaker is now being laid to rest. They open up, and there's AJ. Okay, they swerve us all. AJ, ha ha ha. The phenomenal one, AJ Styles, gets out of the casket, and they hit his music. That's a good one. That was good. I didn't expect that. That's good. And he's wearing jeans. They show his name on the screen. He's wearing an OC shirt. Styles yelling he's ready. And now it's going to be the American Badass. Here we go. We hear a motorcycle. It's going to be the American Badass Undertaker at WrestleMania. Yeah, hell yeah. This is going to be good. Sounds like Metallica. There is the American Badass Undertaker. Good entrances. You think it's going to be Taker in the hearse. Now he's back as the American Badass, the Undertaker, for this Boneyard match against AJ Styles at WrestleMania. Hell yeah. Production on this, very, very good so far. Does Michelle know you're out this late? I wonder where they filmed this at. And Styles already has Taker's plot shoveled out and ready to go. Come on, let's see what you got. Taker walking towards AJ. Styles with a rock, and then Undertaker with some right hands. This for sure was the right call to close out night 1 of WrestleMania. This will have people talking for sure. This is gonna be good. This is cool. So no rolling, but the American Badass is back. Casket still open. Now it's shut because AJ just got thrown into it to close it, not in it, but to close the casket as it's sitting out of the back of the hearse. What the hell is that? A cigar? And now Undertaker just broke the and cut his arm up. Son of a bitch. Just smashed the back window of the hearse. Honestly, don't know what that was that he grabbed because then he smashed the window. Very well could have been as Styles gets thrown across the windshield. Very well could have been as Taker sits on the hood of the car. Styles now gonna crawl to the roof of the hearse. Could have been like a lip pump of some sort, and then eventually somebody's gonna light something, and then the hearse is gonna get blown up. It'll catch fire. Undertaker, hey, go rot in hell or something like that. Right hands now from Taker to Styles on top of the hearse. Hashtag Boneyard match. Hashtag WrestleMania. Thank you once again for tuning in and watching. You want some more, huh? That's alright. I got a lot of more, says The Undertaker. This really isn't going to hurt Styles, you know, now that I think about it, as he picks up the rock and chucks it at The Undertaker's face. Or that might have been dirt. Trying to blind him. Now a kick to the back of the leg of the dead man. Because in the long run, it's going to put Styles over because he was in a Boneyard match, for God's sakes, at WrestleMania against The Undertaker in the main event. This is good. As a car drives by in the background, there's a forklift set up as well. So somebody's going to get buried alive because there's dirt in it already. Camera looks on from in between the bushes. Right hand from Taker. This probably, to be honest with you folks, favorite match by far in quite a while. Going back to the and the Funhouse match tomorrow night. If this is this good, that's going to be even better. Styles now in the hole. How's it feel down there? Styles is in the plot. Hey, dead man, there's Gallows and Anderson. So that was probably them in the car that drove by. You're just getting started. He spits. Gonna walk towards AJ. AJ's back up and Gallows and Anderson. And the lights come on in this barn that's set up. What the hell? Alright. Are they gonna unmask? So now the club has turned the pallbearers against The Undertaker, as he's now once again the American Badass. And he's going to take them out one at a time. And now Gallows and Anderson attack from behind. No, but dating back, and it looks like Gallows got his back tatted up now, too. Dating back to the Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, whatever type of match that was at Payback a few years ago. And then the house was burnt down. And then also the Hardy compound stuff, along with the Wyatt family compound stuff that the WWE did as well. So Boneyard match. Here's a shovel right to the midsection of Carl Anderson, to the back of Big LG Luke Gallows. Not disappointing by any means. In the Funhouse, what the hell did AJ just hit Taker with over the back? Was that a... Holy shit. That was no headstone by any means. That was a glass plexi-like headstone because it broke right off impact. But Styles across the back of Undertaker with a headstone as it smashes into smithereens. But if this is this good, Firefly Funhouse match is going to be good tomorrow night too. And that honestly should main event as well. Have Undertaker and The Fiend stand tall, close out WrestleMania night 1 and 2. Styles holding his right hand. And this goes back to AJ's days when he was in TNA and Ring of Honor, wearing jeans to the ring all the time, sort of the outlaw look, and the cut-off shirt. Like, that's how he's dressed here tonight. Get up, says AJ. Taker in pain. A spear from AJ to take out Undertaker as they knock down a fence. AJ crawling.
You just don't have it anymore, old man.
You just don't have it anymore, old man. I wouldn't be surprised if they film this on either AJ or Undertaker's property, but then also maybe even nearby in Orlando at the WWE Performance Center. Maybe this is even taking place at the GW Zoo. However, there has not been an official in this match yet. So Undertaker flips off AJ Styles, telling him to come on, bring it. Right hand from AJ. Phenom and phenomenal one. Boneyard match, not disappointing. I thought you were the American Badass, says AJ Styles. A broken down old bitch that needs put down. Trust me, AJ, what the hell does he have? A shovel. AJ's got a shovel. AJ is doing the world a favor. And AJ is going to bury the dead man. He's going to hit him with a shovel, it looks like, across the back. Taker stands up, shovel breaks, Taker in the hole. Taker in the hole. He should sit up. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Styles with some dirt, throwing it on Undertaker. And there is a forklift set up, as mentioned, with dirt in it. So he's going to fill the hole. Boneyard match in 2020 is just a buried alive match. Thing is, he's going to bury him, but Taker's going to appear from behind. He's not going to actually bury the Undertaker. Maybe he will, though. And then maybe this will be the end of the Undertaker, and then maybe next year He'll take a year off as he did from 30 to 31 and then come back once again. Lights come on from behind. Oh, nice editing. And it's the Ministry of Darkness Undertaker now behind AJ. So he gets the hell out of the hole in a split second. And lights come on from behind the forklift. And Undertaker now in control of AJ Styles once again. That was good. That was good. Can't run, AJ. AJ gonna climb a ladder now, it looks like, to the top of this house that they're nearby. AJ on the roof. You can run, but you can't hide. Taker climbing the ladder now, too. That was good. They're both on the roof. We need a chokeslam through the roof. And Undertaker raises his arms, fire from behind. AJ down on one knee. Big boot from the dead man. Here comes Gallows and Anderson once again. We need a chokeslam through or off the roof. Gallows being thrown off the roof. And Carl Anderson's going to be tombstoned on the top of the roof. Hashtag Boneyard match. Just you and me now, AJ. Right hand from AJ. I had you dead and buried. Huh? Chokeslam from Undertaker to AJ Styles. What is set up down below, though? He'll send them through something, and then fire's going to come up again or something like that, I would assume. No, he just chokeslams them off the roof as he looks on now from up above. Climbs down the ladder. This probably wouldn't have happened this way if Mania was in front of fans. But hey, you never know. Still want to talk?
Hey, what's my wife's name?
Hey, what's my wife's name, says Undertaker. Remember her name?
Remember?
That's Michelle McCool. Did not know.
Won't you tell me how old I am?
Won't you tell me how old I am? He's
Serve my legacy.
50 plus.
Stay
Undertaker is one of the best
with me.
of all time.
I'm not done yet.
Stick with me. We're not done yet.
Let's get started.
We're just getting started, says the dead man.
Tell me. We just get started here, buddy.
Yeah, we're just getting started, AJ. What is gonna happen next?
Come on up here. Hang on a second. Hang on, let me help you out here. You see,
Undertaker carrying AJ Styles.
that last as long as I did. You know what? I think you're good.
AJ's a lot tougher than Undertaker gave him credit for. Throws him down.
Sorry.
AJ Styles is sorry.
I'm sorry.
Looks like there's dynamite nearby as well. And now it starts to buffer. Okay, we're good.
Tell me what you saw.
Tell me what you saw. It's buffering again.
Come on, man. Come over here.
Please just get through the rest of the show. Get up. You're gonna go out like a man, says Taker. What? You're sorry. Now you're sorry. Hell of a fight. You think I'm gonna bury her really? No. You fought your ass off. Taker's not gonna hurt him. He's hugging it out now with AJ Styles. You're good, brother. They're good brothers. Taker gonna walk off, turns around, big boot to Styles. Styles back in his plot. As Taker looks on from up above. Undertaker now gonna work the forklift. That's a John Deere green forklift with dirt in it. And Taker must not know that AJ wanted propped up beside a jukebox if he died. Taker now filling the hole. Gong. Undertaker's gonna win this Boneyard match, burying AJ Styles 6 feet deep. And then Taker removes everything, all the brush that was on the headstone. It says AJ Styles, rest in peace, 1977 to 2020. As AJ has been buried alive in this Boneyard match by the Phenom, the Dead Man, the returning American Badass, Undertaker. As he gets on his bike and he's gonna put his bandana back on, fire up, and drive off into the night. He raises his arm, fire, and then the Undertaker logo on the top of the house. Revving the engine, driving off out of the cemetery, and they'll close WrestleMania Night 1 with the Undertaker driving off after defeating AJ Styles in the Boneyard match. That was good. That was good. AJ gambled a little bit, went up against the Phenom Undertaker at WrestleMania. Obviously, didn't know how to hold him or fold him though this evening, and came up in a losing effort against the American Badass Undertaker. Undertaker with the win, and the American Badass is back. Thank you for tuning in and watching my live reactions play-by-play. We'll have results from night 1 tomorrow night during night 2 of live reactions play-by-play of WrestleMania 36. So be sure to tune back in now tomorrow night as well at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for more live reactions play-by-play of WWE WrestleMania. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Thanks for watching. I'll see everybody now tomorrow night for night 2 of WrestleMania 36 as Mania this year in 2020 is too big for just one night. The American Badass Undertaker is back.